Welcome to the shit show. I'm sorry. Welcome to the film podcast that nobody listens to. I am Brody.
And I am David.
I'm Bryce. What up?
I'm Maria.
I'm Lawrence.
As you can see or hear, there's 3 fucking guests on this shit show of a podcast.
Yeah.
And the reason of that...
they can't see, for the record. This is a podcast.
That was the joke. The reason for that is because they're going to fight for the death because
format.
they have been our guests on prior shows. So they're going to fight to the death to see who's the best.
I'm going to win.
No.
I'm pretty good at this podcasting thing. I have 90 episodes of my own podcast, so I
I've
might
never
go.
listened
Shameless
to any of
self-promotion.
them.
Yeah, Film House Podcast. Go check it out. Okay.
So...
Yeah, let's do this.
God, this is going to suck. The purpose of this, it was David's idea, which should be interesting. We're going to talk about 2 films that came out this year and try our best to be cordial and respectful and not interrupt each other.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Off to a good start.
Fun times.
So, the first film we're going to talk about is, let me look it up because I always fuck it up. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. This very up-and-coming A24 film that's getting traction in the indie space and in the main audience space, which is kind of cool. Should we just say what it's about or just jump into our opinions? Because, I mean, I still don't know what the fuck happened with that.
I legit thought you said penis for a second. And you said opinions, right?
Opinions.
I
Yes.
can't participate if we're doing that.
I say we just say what our opinions are. I think everyone knows what this movie is by now.
Thank you, Lawrence, for being the good co-host. So we're going to go in order of our opinions from our announcements. So I'll go first. So I'll just be the controversial one. Like the first act, I like the setup of the characters. I really liked all the acting. Quan fucking killed it. Everyone killed it. Second act felt like a YouTube video. The action was very cringe. The humor was cringe. I didn't like it. I'm like, this is not going good. But the third act with the emotional beats hit hard. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. I love the resolution. I loved the ending. So the ending really saved it for me because the second act was just, I was not liking it. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5 overall.
You're an old man.
David,
I'm just kidding. Someone
Steal
go
my
next.
joke, Lawrence.
god damn it, dude.
David, you're next.
Listen. Okay, so we're supposed to give our opinion. I have to first say your opinion is wrong. Like in every fucking
Good start.
Yeah, this is good.
But I will say that movie just hits emotionally harder than a lot of movies that I've seen. I'll say I don't think a movie has completely ruined my fucking week. Aside from this one, not since I've seen Synecdoche, New York. But yeah, I fucking love this. Again, Quan and Michelle Yeoh, wow. Like, they deserve all the awards, and it pisses me off that the movie came out so early. Because I think it's probably going to get snubbed for some, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I loved it.
Rating?
10 out of 10.
Okay. Bryce?
I absolutely loved it. It's probably my favorite film of the year thus far. Both the humor and the emotional beats worked for me, especially the emotional beats. And it's one of those few examples of a film that, like, it kind of really encapsulates my personal life philosophy, and so that's kind of a big reason why it strikes a chord with me personally. But other than that, I mean, the filmmaking is just incredible. It's insane that this was only like a $25 million budget movie, because
Really?
it looks much higher than that. But I mean, what they did with the budget is absolutely insane, and yeah, I love everything about it. It's a 10 out of 10 from me.
Okay. Maria?
I loved it. I saw it a while ago. I do remember it ruined my whole day, and then weeks afterwards where I was just thinking about it for a lot. I think across the board, the directing, writing, acting, set design, costume design, whatever is just all on point. I think emotionally it hits harder than most movies we've had recently. Like it just hits stuff that most movies don't really tackle a lot, I think, thematically. My only issue is just some of the humor didn't work for me, like the sausage fingers and the dominatrix things. I didn't find those very funny, especially when they kept doing them over and over again. But yeah, I really loved it. So I think it's like a 9 out of 10.
Okay. And last but not least, Mr. Lawrence.
Hey, thank you. I think as someone that really loved Swiss Army Man, that's one of the other Daniel's. That's the Daniel's other film. I was so excited for this, and it just didn't disappoint. And from every level of filmmaking, I just think it's brilliant. There's so many amazing editing choices. I wouldn't say I'm like I know how to edit stuff, so like when I look at movies through an editing perspective, I'm just like, wow, this is one of those that really blows my mind, and just like the amount of work put into it is just absolutely insane. I think the acting from the main three people it's just incredible. They give some amazing performances that I really do hope get some type of recognition. I just like that it's basically a small scale story told through this multiverse action film. Like the actual core is such a small scale story that can be related to anyone, but they tell it through such a grand scale, and it's just amazing. I really liked it. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10, and it might go up in the future.
Oh, that was a total letterbox review. No, that was a good review. That was awesome.
That was uncalled for.
No. That was good.
That was really
That was good.
Just kidding. Thank you.
So, I'm glad you guys got that emotional hit and you left devastated. I left yeah, that was good. Like,
I didn't leave
heartless or
devastated.
something? Not you, but like Bryce
Yeah.
and David especially, and Maria said that. Maria, did you say that too, or was that?
Yeah, they said they ruined their day.
I said it ruined me, but not in like a way where it like depressed me. It was just more like existential, which
Yeah.
can kind of
Yeah.
get me in
No,
my
it
feels.
depressed me. That should depress.
It kind of drained me out of like the rest of my. I was just like,
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't take anymore.
Well, I
don't
felt
know.
that after leaving like
Excuse me.
Phantom Thread, You're Never Really Here. I felt that like, oh shit, just like fucking punch me in the face in a good way kind
Really?
of cinema. Yes.
Okay.
What do you mean? Really?
I know those are good. Those are good movies. I really like. You Were Never Really Here.
The fuck was that,
I
Maria?
think
Well, I've never seen Phantom Thread, but You Were Never Really Here. Just I don't know. I didn't find it relatable.
well,
Well,
Phantom Thread's
not
awesome.
relatable, but like
This
this is a whole different conversation. Like the
Yeah,
the
we'll get
ending.
into that later.
Yeah, I will talk about that later. That's one of my favorite films. But this one, again, the emotional beats really fucking worked. When Quan said that line, be kind, especially with things we're not aware of or something like that are unknown. I'm like, fuck, it made me tear up. Like, that is such a good line, delivered perfectly. I love the message because the humor was so hit or miss for me, but the emotional beats were so on point. It's like, God, they got that right. Perfect. Even this, I know you said the sausage fingers weren't. Those were so touching for so fucking weird and strange, but like,
Yeah,
it
They
worked.
weren't funny to me. It wasn't funny to me.
But those scenes where she's
did we
crying,
say spoilers?
doesn't matter.
Did we say spoilers?
No one's listening
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm just saying, like
I haven't
when
really.
it comes to
One of my big criticisms comes with spoilers, so I haven't mentioned it.
Spoilers. We're good.
spoiler alert.
No spoilers, okay.
So like, I actually kind of want to know, Brody, like, what parts in terms of the humor did you find cringe to the point where like the third act had to save it? Like, what part where it was like, okay,
It wasn't
this
the
is too
humor,
much?
but like the second act, I felt like they were in that hallway where like Joy, is her name Joy, the daughter?
Yeah.
Where she shows
Yeah.
up in the reveal and they fight in that hallway for, it feels like 2 hours in the second act where they just
That's
kept,
funny.
and it just,
It's like a
it looked like
60-second
YouTube
scene.
video. It looked weird and just bad.
No.
That's one of the best scenes.
No, it didn't
Yeah,
work
I
for
love
me.
that
Hello?
scene.
I like the reveal, but I'm just like, they just stayed in that fucking hallway for so long. I'm like, can you move on? And then it just, I didn't like the Matrix aspects, like where it's like, oh, this is kind of like the Matrix where they're in that van. That really didn't go anywhere for me. It's just like, I understand the point of it, but it just felt like, oh, we got to reference the Matrix for some reason because I didn't feel like it fit. But once they were in the third act and the emotional beats hit, it really came home for me. I just needed the entire film to get to that point for it to for me to make sense. I don't know. It's very confusing for me.
I don't know if it ever explicitly referenced the Matrix. It seems very inspired by the Matrix.
That's
like
fair.
You could kind of say that this is like the Matrix, like for our generation in a way.
Which
I
I'm
would
glad.
say, inspired is a better word. I don't think there's anything in the movie that really says like, hey, look, we're doing this right now.
Well, that's how it felt for me.
Like, oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's why those things didn't work for you. But like those things, like the hallway stuff, I kind of like that they spend a lot of time in one location because like so much is happening.
Yeah.
And they're still just in that one building. Like to me, like the fact that they can do all these things with one location and make it feel like we've been all over the fucking world is so brilliant. And I think when it all just comes together, it all just really like just clashes together well, in my opinion.
Okay, I get that. Just for me, it felt like the budget restrictions. That's why they're still in this hallway. Which that's not the film's fault. I'm not saying that's the film's fault, but for me, I kept thinking like, why aren't they moving from this hallway? Oh,
they
probably
were
because of the
not
budget.
in the hallway for that long. They were in the
It felt
IRS building.
It felt so long. That one fucking sequence in the hallway. I'm like, God damn.
Makes their heads confetti and stuff. That's like very short.
Yeah, that was.
I don't remember it being that long.
But
I remember it being like like Maria said, like they're in that building basically the whole movie. But
I love it.
Me too. Like I said, like you feel like you're going everywhere, but you're literally in the same place, which I mean, in a way, kind of goes with the film thematically. Like it just there's so many things about this movie that like, and I don't feel like this is a movie that's like screaming at me like understand our themes, but it's a movie that presents all these ideas that you just, for me at least, I felt them. Like it didn't feel like I was being like forced fed the themes or anything.
I agree.
Well,
and I mean,
no, Bryce, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the action was especially hitting for me, not because it was just so well choreographed and well edited and well presented, but just the fact that like there's an emotional core at the center of it because of the fact that like she's fighting her own daughter.
Yes.
And fighting against her own daughter's philosophy, and that to me was just like super interesting and super melancholy, and that really kept me going because it does throw so many wacky ideas at you, like with the hot dog fingers or like the trophies up the ass or whatever. And
oh my god,
Raccoonatooey.
Couldn't believe that.
Which I found that funny personally.
I love the raccoon.
That was so fucking weird.
Yeah. Great Ratatouille.
No,
show.
I love that the daughter was the villain. Like, that's awesome. There was an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
I loved the end scene where she's like, you're fat and you're a lesbian and you're all these things that's wrong with you, but I would love to live this lifetime with you. I'm like, yes, that's fucking beautiful. It made me tear up. It was awesome.
It made me cry, yeah.
It's amazing
it
how
takes you like, oh no, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just like, it just takes you on a journey of like, I wrote this in my review. I said it takes you on a journey of like love, acceptance, family, sexuality, and almost literally everything in the universe. Like things that most people, everyone will experience in life, and just the highs and lows of it. And I think the fact that the mother-daughter aspect of it kind of drives those things so far, and I think it does really. I mean, I know a lot of people that aren't crazy about movies that felt seen by this movie, and to me, like, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so you guys all like teared up like watching it?
Oh yeah.
Did you not, Mr.
Absolutely.
10
No, I just didn't realize I was having a bunch of pussies on my podcast.
No, I didn't.
You emphasize my like it's yours.
Yeah, mine.
No, you know what? I don't think I teared up at all. I didn't.
Look
I mean,
at
like,
him going back on his word.
No, I teared up when Quan said that. Be kind when you, especially when we're unknown of things. Like that was just like, wow.
Oh, that should hit. Yeah.
God, that was just like the way he said it, I could feel his emotions. I could feel that he really was scared and unsure. And God damn it, Quan, get a fucking nomination. He is short round in the best Indiana Jones film. I love him. I'm so happy he's in this movie. He is awesome.
He's my favorite performance of the year.
You know what? I'm with you. He beats out anyone in the Batman.
Yeah. When the part that made me start to cry was when she throws herself off the cliff.
The rock scenes were so good.
I really started to bawl when she threw herself after her daughter, and then everything that ensued afterwards had me bawling.
This film has rocks with text on screen. I'm like, this is awesome. I loved those scenes. I'm like, I was feeling emotional with rocks and text on screen. That's awesome. I loved it.
Right.
Oh no, Bryce, go ahead.
Wait, do you want to explain the googly eyes versus the bagel when you're done with the rocks?
Can someone else
Brody did not get it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, first of all, the rock scene is probably my favorite scene of the year.
It's awesome.
Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
That's just so unique. Like, I don't feel like I've ever seen anything like it. Like, it's just a wacky idea. But anyway, there's the thing with the bagel, right?
Everything bagel.
Black bagel. With like a white center. It's like, but like lights pushing out through it, right? And then you have the googly eyes. And I was wondering during the film, like, what the hell the googly eyes represented, because they're like everywhere throughout the movie. I think what it comes down to is the differing kind of philosophies of the film, that being nihilism and optimism. Nihilism the bagel represents nihilism, because it's ultimately a dark exterior with a kind of a light interior, and then optimism being the googly eyes, a light exterior, like a dark interior, like recognizing that there is darkness in the world, but ultimately choosing that love conquers all and acceptance and things like that. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and it's referenced that her husband is the one putting them all over the place, little googly eyes in their laundromat. And he's the one who is the optimist of the family.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, because he appreciates life. Sorry, Lawrence. I love the scenes where she was like, without me, he'd be nothing. But he's like having fun, despite their not so happy life. He still finds the enjoyments out of just like fucking around with that redneck guy who clearly flirts upon the main character in every scene he's in and smells her, which is weird. But I love. What are you gonna say, Lawrence?
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I really like the scenes. While I didn't feel like the movie was trying to be like another movie. You mentioned, like, you thought it was trying to be like The Matrix. I did like those moments where it felt like other directors' like styles. Like, there's definitely a part where like in a universe where like Wong Kar-wai's style comes into play.
Yeah,
where it looks a lot like scenes from like Chungking Express or Happy Together. Which, by the way, Happy Together is amazing. Definitely check that out at some point. And like I like that like that scene where he says, "Oh, I would have loved to do taxes with you, like on a laundromat."
Great line.
Like that.
Great line.
Yeah.
That, like, again, like, I didn't cry. Like, there's not a part that made me tear up, but like I did feel it. It's kind of hard to get that kind of like a tear out of me.
That's what she said.
Oh God. Yeah, I did feel a lot of it, and you know what?
Can I clear something up here? I'm not saying the film was like The Matrix. I just didn't like the van scenes. I just feel like they didn't go anywhere because, like, towards the end, that clan was fighting back on the main character, and it just didn't really go anywhere. And speaking of which, let me bring something up with Lawrence said with the editing. I love how each multiverse was shot differently. Like, I loved the famous, like where she was famous and she saw Quan, and he looked fucking handsome as hell, and it looked like Tom Ford shot it. Like, it looked beautiful. He looked great. I loved how each multiverse had its own look. It made it look distinct. That's the filmmaking, and the editing, like Lawrence said, is fucking insane. The editing that deserves the Oscar for editing alone, because it's fucking insane.
You guys say Quan has probably one of the best comebacks ever. Like
Not comebacks.
come back.
He really
It's
didn't do
not
much.
even like a comeback.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
like
I know.
Bryce
Like
said.
he was still doing like films.
I mean,
like,
he was
think-
a big
He's made nothing but
deal.
good films.
Yeah.
All his career, he's made good films.
No,
and
I
stuff
don't.
like
I
that.
don't mean like a comeback
the
as in like,
story
oh no, he
is
had a
that-
bad like role. But I mean like as in like a comeback to like back into like the public eye, I guess.
I'm so happy he's in
Right.
this.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
he was
story is that like he was as a kid he was in a bunch of like the Goonies and Indiana Jones and like a few other movies, and then he was getting nothing but I think just like stereotype roles, and either
yeah.
stereotype or just not good roles. So he just stepped away from acting completely. And then the Daniels were like, "We need an actor for this part. It would be great if that guy still acted, but he doesn't." And they asked anyways, and he decided to do it.
So happy he did.
Very, very Joe Pesci of him.
So, so happy he did.
Yeah, no, he was great. You know what? I think I haven't seen a movie with like, I was kind of worried. Like, is one person gonna give like a whatever performance? But they were all truly incredible.
All
Like
Yeah,
all
even
of
the
amazing.
side
them.
characters, even like the little characters.
Yeah, I think the daughter like gives like a pretty like underrated performance. I feel like you know,
She's
Michelle Yeoh
great.
and
She's
Quan,
great.
but
She's great.
she was fantastic. Like you can feel
Very
like
good.
there's like I like that in the villain side of her character, you can just see that it's not just like villainous. It's very just distraught and sad over how her mother and her like interact and how their relationship is. Like you see that through her face as a villain.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that stuff.
By the way, shout out to James Hong for being in this film.
Oh yeah.
Dude's
yeah,
a goat.
he was great.
Yes.
Dude's the goat and everything. I'm so happy he's in this too.
great.
And Jamie Lee Curtis, like she's fucking good
Oh,
too.
she was great.
like,
hilarious.
awesome.
And she's pushing for this movie. She's pushing hard.
Which is
Like she's
awesome.
talking shit about Doctor Strange. Just to push
Don't
this
bring
movie,
that
which I love.
bullshit.
Funny.
We're not.
Probably
This is
knocked
not the
it off
Marvel
my
podcast.
top.
We're not talking about that
I'm not-
bullshit.
I'm not
Nope.
saying it's a Marvel podcast. I'm just saying that it's funny that A24 made a better multiverse movie. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm not
How do you
gonna
know
say. There's no. Okay, come on. It's fucking Marvel.
You know what's
I
bullshit?
highly
Look,
doubt.
look,
What's
look,
bullshit
highly
is
doubt better.
the public is
Doctor Strange is a lot better. It's not even close.
Fuck off.
the journalists
No,
are pushing it.
that's
Says
not
we need
true.
more multiverse films. No, how about more original film? This is an original film that has that aspect. Fuck Marvel and their stupid
Yeah.
bullshit. It's not a multiverse film. It is an original film with good acting, good directing. It's a good film. Fuck Marvel. Continue.
That's
on.
why I like saying that it's like a small scale film in like a big multiverse movie,
which is
in
awesome.
Yeah, that's why I like
Yeah.
it because like you're right, it's not a multiverse movie. It's just an original film with actual emotional weight and ideas that they want to talk about, but it just happens to be in a multiverse movie. Like
Yeah.
that's the real core of the movie. It's not that it's like, "Hey, now we want more multiverse." It's that we want more of these, it's not like the story is unheard of, but it's just told and executed in a way that no one I think has ever seen before.
It's not a trailer for the next film.
Yeah, no. I love that. I think that it's
I
it's
did
its
wanna-
own thing.
I did want to mention my one criticism that I didn't know we were
yeah.
in spoilers, but during the second act, kind of leading into the third, there's a part, and forgive me if I'm misremembering, Evelyn like dies, and then she goes into the other universes and she like splinters a lot. That part was the only part that I found like ultra confusing. And when it was over and she like came back to life and was like fighting everybody, that it cleared it up a little bit, but that was the only part where I was like not feeling the movie too much. Even though like the writing was strong.
Yeah, no, I don't even really remember that part. I feel like this movie,
I don't-
like, so much happened that I gotta go back and watch it like 5 more
Very
times.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen it once.
Yeah, I also want to say like because I had watched Swiss Army Man for the first time like the week before I saw
Oh
this.
yeah.
And I enjoyed it, but why are you laughing?
Because I'm already mad. Because I'm already mad.
I already know.
No, I'm
he's
sorry.
mad,
Please,
that's why I'm laughing.
no, please go on. I would like to know more about like your opinion. I'm sorry.
Jeez. No, you're no, and I enjoyed it, and actually it's kind of grown on me since I've seen Everything Everywhere. Like it's better in my mind, but initially when I had first watched it, I I wasn't feeling the way that the Daniels were mixing comedy and drama. Like Swiss Army Man, kind of like this movie, also had an emphasis on like the weird side of it, right? Like, and kind of the positivity and being weird, like generally just in life, is kind of the theme of both movies. But it didn't really work for me that well in Swiss Army Man. Like the comedy and the drama just wasn't really doing it for me. I felt like if they had prioritized one or the other in any given scene, it would have, hit me harder. In this film, like, perfect. Like, even in like the most like emotional, like climactic moments, they were still using humor, and I wasn't bothered by it. Like it still was working so well. I mean, in general, like just the idea of getting an emotional beat out of two rocks falling off the side of a cliff, like that doesn't work, but it works so well. And I still feel it. And even in that scene, like they're intercutting with the other multiverse where they have the hot dog fingers and they're like putting them in each other's mouths.
Like it does work. It does blend very well together.
It really works, which is that's so hard to do. That really is so hard to accomplish, and they did it. Seriously.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one thing though, Bryce, about Swiss Army Man?
Sure.
What did you think of the score? Like, and how like what they do in the film kind of like goes into the score, like the whole when they're making popcorn, you'll hear in the background like popcorn. What'd you think of that? You hated that?
I hated that.
I hate you. I
didn't
hate
see that
you.
film, by the way. I know Paul Dano with Harry Potter, right? Is that?
Yeah, it's awesome, and I'm very angry. And you know what? I think it's time to open my beer.
Movie.
Isn't Harry Potter dead, and he's like fucking with him or something, or fucking him?
No,
Swiss Army Man.
Just watch it. No one can explain it to you because you'd be like, "That's fucking stupid."
No, so I cannot stand, and Dancer in the Dark does this, by the way, in one song, and it's my least favorite part of that movie. I cannot stand when in movies like the score, like it'll have lyrics, right, and the lyrics are literally just what's happening in the scene. I cannot stand that.
Oh, then the character turns the radio down and turns the score down. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, it's like he's listening to the film score.
Any of you, you know what? Fuck this. I gotta.
Or how about this? Side note: I watched the worst John Wayne film called The Conqueror, where he plays Genghis Khan. Yes, I'm serious. There's a scene where the awful white actress fucking dances to the film score. There's no band around, so she's dancing to nothing, and then she tries to kill him, and he's like, haha, isn't she funny? I'm like, I fucking hate this film so much. It's probably the worst film I've ever seen. I fuck John Wayne. He's a racist piece of shit. I'm glad he's dead. Fuck him.
Oh.
Sorry. I love John Wayne.
No, you're right.
I agree, because I had seen The Searchers like a few years ago. That shit is so mid, dog. That is not a good movie.
But John Ford! Shut up. Yeah. Who cares? He didn't make the Cars, so why is he important?
I've never seen a John Wayne movie.
Good.
Don't. Just watch Clint Eastwood, even though he's not as... He's better.
Oh yeah, Clint Eastwood is much less racist.
Yeah, sure.
He's still an asshole, but he makes better films.
Of course.
I did not know he was racist.
Watch High Plains Drifter. That's actually a really good fucking movie for a western.
I'm actually not crazy about Clint Eastwood's style. Like, it's so fucking bland to me.
It's so bland.
At least his later movies. I haven't.
Have you seen Gran Torino?
Gran Torino's bland.
Bitch.
What are you fucking watching? That movie's awesome.
It looks like
it looks. That means you haven't seen it. So watch it before you judge it.
Boring.
I've seen it. I've seen Gran Torino.
Yes.
I watched that movie when I was 8.
$1 Million
Emily's laughing right now for
bland.
fucking defending Gran Torino.
Yeah, she should.
By the way, while she's listening, Emily loved Everything Everywhere All at Once. She fucking cried and said this movie was awesome. And she whispered me at one point, David Lynch would love this movie. I said, yes, he would.
Yeah, it's because she has taste.
I love her.
They said they love you.
You know, if she wants to do I could use a co-host that's better.
You know what? I'll give you that. She has better taste than I do. That's for sure.
Aww.
Definitely.
Well, look, she picked you.
That's true. That's true. Shit.
You're welcome. That was a nice compliment, by the way.
Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What else is in this film? I like the bagel joke. I thought that really landed well. The everything bagel. That was really funny. Made me laugh so hard. But it had that like
want a bagel.
It had that Star Wars like join me in come to this bagel. I'm like, this is fucking cool. I like this.
Awesome.
It really works. They really took a risk with this film, and it just works. It's kind of cool.
This is such a small thing, but I really liked when she becomes like a famous actress in the movie. They use like real footage of her like at events, like at events. I love that. I was like, oh, what a perfect use of footage.
In the background.
What was she
Like
in?
Crazy Rich Asians I saw, I think was in the background. Was she in that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I
It's
haven't seen
the
that
mom.
movie.
Is that A24 too?
Crazy Rich Asians?
Horror.
No. No.
How is that funny?
Actually,
Horror.
I feel like that
How is
movie
that
has
funny?
gone down in the public view.
That's a legitimate question. Do you not see?
No,
A24?
I'm serious.
Because let me explain. Crazy Rich Asians is just a typical studio rom-com.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
everybody went crazy
I didn't know
for
that.
it. No pun intended. It's fine. It's cute.
but
Whatever.
I can see that being an A24 title because A24 has like, haha, like this is kind of like weird and shouldn't be a film. So
It's not like that at all, actually. Like I
okay.
said, I feel like it's gone down in
just
the public
normal
view.
movie.
I feel like people
no
have
one
had
has
like
that anymore.
people have had better movies with like because I think the big thing about it was like, oh great, like finally some Asian representation, and since then there have been movies that have done better at that, and I mean at least from what I've seen, people just don't care for that movie anymore.
I was thinking of The Farewell. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay, yeah, that's
I am
A24,
sorry.
which is I love that movie. That's a great movie.
Which I
I
haven't
love
seen.
that movie too, but it's highly different.
Hold
No,
on.
Crazy Rich Asians
Hold
is
on.
just like a
How did
cute, you
how did
would
you
see.
confuse Crazy Rich Asians with that one. Not even close.
It's funny because
Very
isn't
They are
different.
vastly
like,
different.
Isn't Aquafina like canceled for like doing?
Awkwafina's in both
Oh, she is.
movies.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
the
wait,
friend. in
She's
it.
really great in The Farewell.
I like her name. It's named after the fucking
Yes.
water bottle. That's kind of funny.
Oh.
I like that water. I know people hate on
Wait,
it, but I
no,
like
Maria,
it.
you're right. Aquafina all the way. Dasani has salt. Don't fucking drink Dasani. If you
No,
do,
I like Dasani
No,
too.
it has
Dude,
salt.
don't drink Dasani.
Maria,
What the
what's
hell?
wrong with you?
Listen, people. As long as we agree that Arrowhead is the worst, then it doesn't.
The fuck is Arrowhead? Why do you know what that
Arrowhead
is?
is the most
Arrowhead.
I don't know what the
Arrowhead's
fuck-
fucking disgusting. It tastes like you're drinking
Oh,
dirt.
that's a California thing. I get it because I never heard of Arrowhead.
Arrowhead
I
is like you're drinking dirt.
Yeah,
It's
I've
disgusting.
never had that. I think Fiji is overrated.
I like
You know
Smart
what?
Water.
Voss is really good. Voss and Smart Water.
I grew up with fucking
Bob.
Hose
well
water.
water. I grew up in the country. I have well water, so I'm used to that shit.
Actually, hose
Good for
water is the
you.
best. No, seriously, I love hose water. It's literally the
It's
best.
not the best.
Yes, it is. It's literally the best. Or you know what? Never mind. I don't want to get fucking
Poor
roasted.
Bryce is just waiting. Can we talk about the film again so I can talk?
No.
Oh my
Bryce,
God.
Nar.
Bryce, are you there?
Yes.
Bryce is hating
Favorite
everything right now.
water.
I'm
What's your favorite
listening to
kind
the
of water?
bullshit.
Speaking of which, Bryce is the only person that came back twice for our podcast, so I guess Bryce is the ultimate of the guests.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I was the
this is my
first
second
guest,
time.
so
This is
whatever.
Bryce's third, technically.
Oh
Well, you
yeah, it
said
is.
came
Well,
back
technically,
for
you haven't
another
released it
time.
yet,
I'm
so
here.
there's no nothing.
Yeah.
So Lawrence, I want to know why you thought I wouldn't like this movie. I'm just curious.
I don't know. Like, there's a thing. I don't know what it is with you individually, but like whenever I feel like I can do this with you and certain people that I know on film Twitter, where I'm just like, I don't know if they're gonna like that movie. Like, it's just like a feeling. It's not like something. I'm not like questioning your taste. I'm just kind of like, because I had a feeling like when you went to go see Licorice Pizza, I was like, he
Oh
is
my
not gonna like
fucking
that
god!
movie.
Don't even mention
I was
that
like,
shit.
I knew it. I was like, he's not gonna like this movie. And when it came to this, I was like, there's gonna be something in the movie, and I was.
What was that
right.
something? What was you said? There was that one part I wouldn't like. What was that part you're talking about?
No, I never said anything specific. I just felt like there's going to be something.
No. You said
One
there's that
thing.
one part that I wouldn't like. What is it?
No, I don't remember anything actually.
No, I have a specific reason.
What?
Please,
I
do
want to
it.
hear this.
Do it.
Uh-oh.
It's because generally from what I've seen from your taste, this movie has a lot of very silly kind of humor, and you don't seem to like movies with humor.
Oh no, that's one thing too. Like it is pretty silly, and like you like things that are a little more like I don't want to say serious, but
Sophisticated.
along like you like film noirs and like film noirs. Like if there's like silly shit, there's no silly shit in film noirs. Like I think Bryce is
Yes, there
pretty on
is.
the nose.
Well, you guys would be surprised. I wrote a screenplay about a mad scientist who creates a Frankenstein woman, and she attacks jack-o'-lantern monsters at the end because the mad scientist creates jack-o'-lantern monsters. So I like silly stuff. So that's interesting.
I think this is like a weird, like a different kind of silly though. Like
I like silly. I mean, in this case,
I would like to know what you think of Swiss Army Man. Like that's what I really want to know. I feel like you should watch that at some point.
Wait, you should watch The Death of Dick Long.
That sounds awesome, by the way. I like that fucking title, by the way. I saw the poster, I'm like, that is fucking awesome.
That was one
I
of
need
the
to see it.
Daniels.
That's one of the
That was
Daniels.
one of the
Okay.
Daniels, yeah.
It was just one, not the other. And I prefer Swiss Army Man, but that movie is something else.
Listen, my problem with the second act was it was all kung fu, action, hallway, fucking... It looked like a YouTube video. I'm like, is this gonna be the whole film? But once
I don't get that.
Brody, you're so dumb.
but once they
YouTube
finally
video.
got to the point of like, this is the point of the story. Here is Quan crying. Here is people speaking their truth. I'm like, I understand now. I just did not like the action. I don't think I could watch this fully again. I don't know if I'd want to because I got everything I wanted to out of this first viewing. Maybe a few years from now, if I'm like, oh, let's watch something strange. Oh, Everything Ever All at Once. We can watch that again because the first and third act are so good.
There's no action in Death of Dick Long.
I'm not talking about Death of Dick Long.
You'll be fine with that. I know, but I'm just saying because you didn't like the action in this one because there's too much of it.
I'm not saying it's too much of the action. I'm just saying... Oh my gosh.
I literally don't understand your criticisms.
It's
and I
my
don't wanna hear them
dementia,
anymore.
Maria. I'm sorry, I'm confused. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, I'm confused with the whole. It looks like a YouTube video.
It
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
bad. It
You
looked
don't
bad. I'm
come to-
sorry.
What is he talking about?
Ugh.
Looks bad.
No, I just feel like
I like to be
why-
depressed. I'm
why is
sorry.
Brody arguing with the only girl here? I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, kind of want to talk about the Northman.
Well,
little
before we
bit.
do that, does anyone have to say anything else about Everything Everywhere All at Once? Except for David.
It's a banger.
Okay.
Really,
It is
It's
a
the best
banger.
of the
It's so
year so
good.
Is it better than Hereditary?
what
No.
kind of comparison?
It is better than
that?
Hereditary, yeah.
It is.
No, actually, I do have a comparison between those two.
Uh-oh.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is the second A24 film to have a character scream, "I am your mother."
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. At least
we
the
not
third act of this
start
film
with
is better than Hereditary. And The Lighthouse is still
No.
A24's best film. Let's just agree to that.
Correct.
Speaking of
Hereditary is one of my favorite movies ever. So stop. Please.
Speaking of Robert Eggers, The Northman. All right, guys,
Stop screaming.
let's go back in order of our
Yeah.
opinions. Ha ha ha! That didn't make any sense. Okay, The Northman is basically Hamlet with Vikings. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. Fucking beautifully shot. Eggers is the man. I love the dialogue. I loved everything about it. I guess, I don't know. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I can't really describe what my problem with it is. I guess that since the story was so familiar, because I know Hamlet, I fucking had to study Hamlet in college, that I'm just like, I know it's going to happen. But I loved everything about it. It's gorgeous. It's epic. It's Robert Eggers giving a big budget. He should get more big budgets. He's the best out of the newcomers. He's better than Ari Aster. He deserves everything. 9 out of 10. I love The Northman. David, what do you think?
I don't like your tone towards the other directors. I like your love for
I'm a
Eggers,
hater.
but I don't like your. I
But
don't like
love
your
Eggers.
tone.
Eggers deserves to make everything. Get him Nosferatu. Damn it. He is the perfect person to make
I love
Nosferatu.
Eggers.
Why is he not making it right now? He said he's not making it right now, which really upsets me. Damn it.
Probably taking a break. He's
Get
probably
Defoe
tired.
to fucking play that part again, because he did that in Shadow of the Vampire, which is a good film, and make that fucking
No.
movie right now. What do you mean no?
Said a 9 out of 10 though.
It's not a good movie.
It's a great film. Willem Dafoe plays the fucking Count Olaf. What are you talking about?
I know that. I know that.
He
Really
is
does
so
this
good.
actor. He is good. The rest of the movie isn't.
You are fucking mad. He drinks the blood out of a virgin. That's amazing.
Whoa.
I literally said he is good.
I
Everything
did
else
say
was a-
that. I said. Oh my gosh, David, what's your opinion on the Northman?
I know that. I like that part.
I bet you do.
Go
She
for
said.
the neck. Go for the neck.
Look, The Northman.
Here we go.
is My second favorite movie of the. You know what? It tripped me out because I went to the theater last week and back to back to back, 3 straight days, I went and I saw Massive Talent, and I saw Everything Everywhere, and then I saw The Northman, and was blown away by all three for different reasons. But
Cute.
The Northman was, I mean, Alexander Skarsgård, dude. That is the manliest man
Ripped.
who has ever lived. Yeah, like his
Yes.
like his
Hunk.
physique kind of reminds me of me when I'm like not working out too much.
Oh,
Like it's just, I don't know. I love that shit, man. It was so good. It was so primal. I fucking loved it. I loved every second of it. And by the way, Anya was nude in it, and that's really the most important
I
part.
really like that scene.
For that reason alone, it's a 10. For Anya being nude. That's a 10.
She was great
that
though.
coming.
She really was great.
Oh, she
You
was.
need to
Um,
calm down.
Bryce is next. So Bryce, please interrupt David.
Fantastic. Always happy to do that. I loved it a lot. I would say if I had to rank it among Eggers' movies, it's probably my least favorite so far, though.
Same.
I have more like there are issues in this film that I can pinpoint more easily than with The Witch and The Lighthouse. But I still really enjoyed it a lot. I mean, the filmmaking is just incredible, and I got more attached to the story and the characters as it went along. It's one of those movies that just got better for me as it progressed. Led up to an incredible final fight that was amazing. And yeah, I loved it a lot. I want to see it again as soon as possible. So yeah.
Maria.
I loved it. It is my least favorite Eggers film so far. Just to show the kind of intellectual I am, I did not think Hamlet. I thought The Lion King.
Oh my god.
I
Millennial.
leave me alone. Actually, I'm a Zoomer, so stop.
God, I'm old. I'm sorry.
No, you are, but I really enjoyed it. Loved the action, everything. I'm gonna quote myself from the other podcast that we did. If God made a man, it would be Alexander Skarsgård, because that is so true. He is literally sculpted.
Hunk.
My biggest criticism, the story was a little predictable because we all know it. I loved Bjork. I did not love the other soothsayer, whoever they were. I thought that scene was like just a
not
ripoff of Bjork.
Gleason?
And then, okay.
The guy who was.
And then-
So, I'm sorry.
And then my other big criticism that really hurt the movie for me is I loved Anya's performance. I hated her character. I thought she was horribly written as like the female love interest.
Whoa.
Why do you hate women?
I think this movie might hate women because she went nowhere.
That's why
she
I
had
like it so much.
motivation and then she didn't. And she had skills and then she didn't. And she was just there to fall in love with Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, I don't agree.
Oh, I can't wait to hear Bryce's opinion.
Yeah.
Roast her.
Before we get to that, Lawrence, you say your piece, and then Bryce can just go off.
Ooh, yay. I saw this. This is really fresh on my mind because I saw this yesterday.
Nice.
And I was a little worried in the beginning, kind of like Bryce. I was just a little worried, and because it was a little slow, and I was just like, "Am I enjoying this?" Because like visually, it's stunning. It's something. It's something to look at. It's so many beautiful visuals, which I think Robert Eggers has proven by The Witch and The Lighthouse that he knows what he's doing behind the camera. I mean, he's incredible in that department. Especially, I love that he always shoots on location. That's something that I loved about this movie, was that a lot of it was just the locations were just beautiful. But as it did go on, I just loved it. Like I was so, my eyes were just glued to the screen, and I loved all the characters. Alexander Skarsgård was great. And spoilers, I loved like the little. I mean, at least I don't know Hamlet well, so I don't know if this has something to do with it. But like the little twist of the mom was like, "No, I fucking
great scene.
hated your dad.
Great
I
scene.
fucking hated
Yeah.
your dad was a piece of
Yeah.
shit." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like it. I like you know
Great
it
twist.
had there was a lot of moments that it reminded me of like other movies. Like I think the whole vengeance revenge thing kind of reminded me a little bit of like Old Boy when like
I haven't seen that.
the main character. Oh, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything too crazy. But the main character basically says the same thing as Alexander Skarsgård, as like vengeance has taken over me. Like I'm only here to get my revenge now, basically, and like stuff like it reminded me a lot of other movies. You know what I noticed though? Like I feel like in The Lighthouse, like the dialect is so like
Perfect.
I guess perfect that like there was points in when I watched it the first time where I was like, what the fuck did they even say? And then this movie I never got that feeling. Not to say that that's a criticism, but I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like I
It's
you can
easier to
definitely
understand.
you can tell that like the studio was like, hey, cut that shit out. Don't do that. Like don't fucking do that. We want to understand what these assholes are saying. Like but no, I think it's really great, and I don't think I have too many criticisms. Nothing crazy. Like little things like I felt like the ending was like a little abrupt, but then again, like I feel like it works thematically. So it's pretty. I love it. It's great.
We have to say this though. I feel like we'll all agree on this one thing: that Eggers is the best of all the new guys, right?
Yes.
Well,
Like,
no.
really
Tom Ford still
honestly.
has him topped, though. I'm sorry.
No, we're
Get
talking
Tom
about good
Ford
writing.
out of the conversation.
Tom Ford needs to make another fucking movie. Nocturnal Animals and A Single Man. Come on, those two are.
He does.
No, I'm
perfect
talking-
Nocturnal
Are we
Animals is
talking
a
about
3.5.
Oh,
Yes,
what?
that's very true, Lawrence.
Excuse
Are we
me?
talking about the Peel, Astor, and Eggers trio?
Oh.
Or are we talking like
Oh, no,
of
wait.
all new directors?
First of all, it's
No,
Eggers
no,
and Peel,
it's-
and then
that trio.
Astor. Okay, Eggers and Peel are on one level.
I was just
Astor's
listing
from
them.
behind.
Yeah, no, it is those three. That's I think that people. I think it's you know what's so weird is like the only thing that these people like really have in common is that they release their movies the
same
same
year.
Like it's literally all
Yeah.
in common.
Let me just say,
That's it.
I think Peel has the best film of Get Out between the three of them. I'm sorry, Get Out is perfect.
That's incorrect.
I think the
Hereditary.
Lighthouse.
Excuse
No,
me.
actually, no,
I love the
Hereditary.
Lighthouse first of all, but Get Out is so
It's
perfect.
Hereditary.
For which?
Hereditary is my favorite.
I
The
love
Lighthouse is
the
only
Lighthouse.
10%
Yes, Lauren.
of any of those
Bryce, I'm
movies.
with you. The Lighthouse is my favorite, but Get Out is just
Oh my
oof. It's perfect.
Yeah, Get Out was great. I think when it comes to the three, like they all have different things that I like about them. Like I think with
Yeah.
Eggers, like visually and like location wise, I think he's the best. With Peel, I think he has like the best
Creativity.
ideas,
Yeah.
the best creativity. Like I think whenever like I see one of his movies, I'm like, holy shit, how did you even think of that? And then with Oster, I feel like he there's a lot that I like actually a lot about Ari Aster. I don't
Best
like that you're
writer.
laughing. I don't like that you're
Well,
laughing for one thing.
no.
I like that.
Yes,
I don't,
He
Sorry.
copied the fucking Wicker Man with Midsummer. That's the Wicker
oh my
Man,
god,
man.
that's the one
Oh my
thing.
God,
But like
cry about
Hereditary,
it.
I feel like well, you have to admit Hereditary was like
I
I,
love
think in my
Hereditary.
opinion was a shift for like like what we at least horror movies now. Like I
Yeah.
mean, I think there was a shift when it
Every
came to
horror movie-
Hereditary.
Copy it now.
He nailed it until the third act. I'm sorry. The third act just ruined it for
Oh my
me.
god, I've already
say-
said this. Can I please say something about the third act real quick? Because I've said this before, and I got mad when I heard it again in your Bryce episode with X. And I think I've said it before. When it comes to the ending of Hereditary, yeah, I get it. It does feel like a big old exposition scene. But I think in terms of who the person is talking to, she's talking to Charlie, a child who doesn't understand what the hell's happening. She's literally in a new body. I think that the exposition, like, yeah, maybe it does feel a little on the nose, but I think it still in some way works because of who this person is telling it to.
But she was a psycho who chopped the fucking bird's head off and was the whole film. I mean, she's not a child. She's a psycho.
Cry about it.
Thanks, Maria.
What?
Cry about it.
I'm sorry. The scene where she smacked her head on the
I-
fucking ceiling was hilarious, and they're jerking off to fucking Alex Wolff's terrible acting. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. This is pretty bad.
I'm
don't like
so
you.
I'm
confused.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, those
No,
old people are just like,
I-
hey, hey, they're like fucking panting and jerking off while Alex Wolff is screaming and terrible acting. He jumps out of the
I
window.
love Alex
Oh,
Wolff.
he's horrible in that film.
Stop.
He's horrible.
I love
think-
him. No, I would give I do give The Lighthouse, Hereditary, and Get Out all 10s. So like they've
That's fair.
all like made masterpieces in my opinion.
Yeah, they have. I think.
Yeah.
Again, honestly, Get Out was a shift, and I think
God damn.
not maybe in horror, but in
Yeah.
culture. Like I think
In
in
pulp
culture,
culture.
like it was huge. In pop culture,
Yeah.
it was huge. I mean, like I was so fucking shocked. I think one of the best scenes of like maybe that decade is the teacup scene when he first goes into the
Yes.
sunken place.
Yes.
Like, that's one of
the music. Oh, so
The
good.
performance,
Yes.
like his eyes,
Incredible.
his face is
creative.
literally now iconic, and it's only been a couple years since
It's
that
so
happened.
awesome.
Very
Well,
iconic.
Yeah.
Because Get Out was definitely a shift, and like, I mean, I think now like a lot of horror movies want to put like social messages in them because
Yes.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a big thing that movie inspired. But I would say because The Witch was the first one that came out of all of them,
2015.
so
Is the best
you-
of all of them.
could you
The
make
Witch is amazing.
But could you make the argument that it started with Eggers in a way? The shift.
No.
I don't know. I
think
feel.
that
I don't think it
Hereditary.
led. Oh no! Please go, Maria.
the-
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I think that Hereditary, like Get Out, shifted culture and like the way that we view movies. A lot more movies are now tackling social issues, whether like the movie itself is about that or it's about something else, and then it's infused, especially horror. I think Hereditary. I've heard that score copied so many times, and like people trying to do the Toni Collette "I Am Your Mother" kind of performance so many times now and stuff like that. So I think he's really influenced horror in like a copycat way, not like in a good way, sadly. I think Eggers is just as great as all of them, but I don't think his influence is there because when The Witch came out, it was like critically panned and didn't make a lot of money. So,
Which
or at
is
least
sad.
audience panned.
It was
Actually,
no,
I think
I
it
was
did
gonna
make
say,
a lot of
I'm
money.
not
I think it's his
audience
most
fan.
successful film.
Really?
panned
Well,
by
I think people
audiences.
went to go see it and were disappointed by it.
Yeah,
whether
no,
it made money or
yeah,
not.
that's what it is because like the marketing was more towards
Oh,
like it's like your traditional horror when it's really not.
Yeah.
And
You know,
I think that's why
A24
it didn't leave a mark like Hereditary because Hereditary, the marketing I think matched what the movie really was, and people didn't go in like, what the fuck is this? You know, like they went in kind of knowing like, oh shit, this is new.
The
Like,
Witch-
okay,
you know
I
what?
get this.
The
And
Witch
it's more
dialect was
normal.
perfect though. The
It's
dialect in
more
The
normal
Witch
and
is
there's
so good.
payoff.
And but
Yeah,
you know
I'm not
what?
gonna argue that The Witch did like is there's things in The Witch that are great, and I just feel like in terms of there's like the filmmaking side and the dialect side, and then there's like what it actually did as a film in terms of pop culture, and I think Hereditary did more than The Witch.
Well,
Yeah.
but you know what? I think that almost just still speaks to the power of Eggers because, like, who the fuck is going to even want to try to replicate what he does? You know,
Nobody.
Like,
No
what he
one.
does is
Yeah,
just
nobody.
so
That's true.
singular, and like it's just so weird and out there, and it's like something that we haven't seen at least just in this contemporary age. So
Maybe
I mean, I think
they
that's
don't want to
Wait,
replicate.
Bryce
it
brings up a good
because
point
it's-
because Eggers got a lot of money to make The Northman, right? And he still made an Eggers film with
Yeah.
$70 million, and it's awesome,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who else would do that but Eggers?
Yeah,
have seen a lot of the like trying to do The Witch of like a colonial or like old timey period with like that kind of like aura of like tenseness and stuff like that and spookiness and stuff.
Mhm.
I've always seen it done dog shit, like absolutely horrible. The
I mean,
Hereditary
Like the one with Dan
props I've
Stevens?
seen have been
You're
like
missing the one that
okay.
did really well, Maria. I tried to
Which
do that
one?
old time. I mean, Fear Street 1666.
Oh
Well,
my
Fear
god.
Street,
Oh my-
1666 nailed it.
Good
But I do have to
fucking
say,
lord.
Eggers is really the only person that can do the Eggers style. I've
Yes.
seen Hereditary copycats that are pretty good. So like it's not hard to do the Aster thing.
Maria's
Yeah, you know
right.
what? But with I think that will also kind of be his downfall because I think as long as Eggers is working with a low budget, Because The Lighthouse, I think, because it was like $11 million to make, it made 18 million, which imagine if it was The Northman's budget, like it would be a fucking flop. But people were actually so excited to see that movie for some reason. But I think his style, even though the movies he makes are great, and he even like you said, like the budget doesn't restrict his style, and he still makes an Eggers movie. I think it will be his downfall because people just don't they don't want to go see it for some reason. Like no one saw The Northman, which is sad. I think they should see it. It's a great movie, but I think he should stick to like that lower budget because he can do a lot with fucking nothing. I mean, I feel like The Lighthouse in terms of quality, maybe it's not as
beautiful.
grand scale as The Northman, but I feel like it still accomplishes what it wants to do, and it looks amazing.
Well, shit, Lawrence, the storms were real. The storms we see in that film were fucking real. Isn't that crazy?
God, remember when that movie came out? Like that feeling of going to see that movie.
That was
The sound design with the boats.
Theater.
That time of The Lighthouse and Parasite coming out was just like everyone went to the movies and they all left.
Wait, guys, quick story. I saw
left
Parasite
happy.
in the same theater as Lakeith Stanfield.
What?
Oh my god.
He was in Cleveland shooting something. I swear to God, I was Emily and I got there late. We had the front row, which is the worst row. Which the film was great. We left and we saw a guy from Film Twitter, Mr. Tom's his name, and he was like, "Hey, Lakeith Stanfield's down the hall. We're in the same theater as him." I looked down, Lakeith's there with his fucking clan of people and just fucking chilling out, and I'm like, "Holy shit! I didn't know he was there." But he was right there. I didn't go bother him because I didn't want to bother him. But I'm like, "Holy shit! I saw Parasite with Lakeith Stanfield." Yeah,
I was gonna
random
say,
shit.
2019 overall banged fucking hard for movies.
Not as bad as 2018 was better
Absolutely.
though. Sorry. 2018.
No.
No.
Cold
No.
War. Guys, I'm sorry. Cold War.
That's a great movie. That's a great movie. But
it'd be like the 10th best movie.
Holy
of
shit. Let me just get
2019.
my list out. God damn it.
Oh
You
my
guys.
God.
when it comes to 20,
Bunch of
Worked
haters.
So hard as a year for film.
You're fucking crazy.
Like, aside from the ending of Parasite, like it was
Shut
just banger after banger,
whatever.
You're so. Oh my god.
You know what? I think what's really special with 2019 is like it did kind of feel like the end of something. Like when Parasite came out and like Lighthouse came out, all these great fucking Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Marriage Story, Irishman, like all these movies were
Marriage
coming
Story?
out.
Don't
like,
fucking name that shit on my
the
podcast.
Irishman, not the Irishman.
Wait, guys, hold on for a
Okay.
second. Cold War, First Reformed, The Favorite, If Beale Street Could Talk, First Man, Sorry to Bother You,
Yeah, you like
Blind
boring movies,
Spotting,
I get it.
Roma,
No way.
Hereditary. Are you fucking crazy? Elder. What the fuck's this one? Hold on. Bad Times at El
way.
Dorado. Are you serious? There's like fucking six
Man.
bangers right there.
No,
No
those are great. That's not as strong
way.
a crop as 2019.
You're fucking crazy. 2018 had
Yeah,
The
no.
Lighthouse and Parasite. That's it.
Wow.
And the Irishman.
Have
And
you
the
seen Portrait of a
Irishman.
Lady on Fire?
Little Women.
Yes,
Time in
yes.
Hollywood.
I've seen Portrait. I have not seen Little Woman. I don't really care to see that one. I'm sorry.
Well, then you have no right.
Did you see Uncut Gems?
I will see Barbie though. Yes, I did not like Uncut Gems. That's another podcast. for
Oh
another
yeah, I
day.
What
forgot.
Oh my
So
god.
you know what? Get Emily, get Em on the podcast. She probably has more taste. We'll see
She
what she
actually liked that
Yeah.
one a lot. She liked Uncut.
Yeah, she has taste.
Dude, I was
would much
disappointed.
rather
How do you
talk
think
to
I
her.
felt when I left? Like, I didn't like that. That's kind of sucks. Damn it.
Yeah, your life sucks.
God.
I'm just kidding.
You
No,
make
but
me
I do
so
think,
angry.
but I think there is like something special with 2019 because it came. All these great movies came right before COVID, and like when COVID hit, like it felt like there was just like this big hole. That we left with no movies coming out, and like 2019 felt like all these great movies came out, and it was like, you know what, they were so good that it kind of made me feel like, you know what, I'm okay with there not being a lot of movies out right now. Like there was that many great movies: Parasite, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Lighthouse. I know you don't like Marriage Story, but Marriage Story. It kind of like there was just something about those movies that kept me.
It was a
going
great year
through.
for TV too.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh,
It was a
really?
great year for like everything. Like the Watchmen miniseries was
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
When They See Us. I think Chernobyl, Barry
watch
season
that.
2.
When They See Us was
many
so
amazing
good.
things. When They See Us, yeah. So many great
man.
things were in 2019.
Yeah, no.
I think the
2019
final season of Game of Thrones that doesn't count.
Better Call Saul, I'm pretty sure had a season that year. I think
Yes.
Better Call Saul, which is one of the best
I think it
shows
was
ever
season
made.
4.
Season 4, yeah.
Exactly, Brody.
Which
Better
Maria,
Call
I gotta
Saul.
watch. I gotta watch
Yeah.
Barry. I started season 1. I haven't finished it because I had an app that I had like torrent shit, but it got banned. So I gotta. I actually have HBO Max. I can watch Barry now. Shit, that's my fault. I gotta watch
Oh my
Barry.
God.
You torrent it if you have
Oh.
HBO Max.
I'm
It's
so stupid.
so good.
That was before
Idiot.
HBO Max. I'm sorry.
Barry's
Barry's
one of the
one
best shows of the decade.
I liked Barry a lot, so I gotta finish it. Really,
Barry
Yes.
makes Better Call Saul look like shit. Like
You've
David.
never seen it, David.
David, you're.
Better Call Saul is one of the best shows of all time. Leave
It's-
me alone.
It's almost better than Breaking Bad.
whatever. It's like a
I'm
solid.
looking
It
at
almost
the-
is.
Maria, I
I'm
think it
looking
is
at, like,
better
the
than Breaking
top
Bad.
movies. I'm looking at
I
the top
think it
movies of
is.
2018.
You know why, Maria?
And-
Because Jimmy McGill is a better protagonist than Walter White. I love Jimmy McGill. He's such an interesting character.
Yeah,
And Kim,
I love the character. Kim is so much better than Skylar.
yes,
I love the characters so much, even though they are from Breaking Bad. A lot of them, I love them. There's so much going on. It's a tragedy.
Yes.
it's
Yes.
brilliant. Season 5
Yes.
is one of my favorite seasons of television ever.
that one scene with Lalo where he walks in and it's like, "Hey guys," was the most intense shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Was so good.
So brilliant.
God,
Sounds
Taste.
very boring. Okay.
Oh my
just kidding.
god.
go Bob.
I really
Odenkirk.
want to
I
watch
love
that
him.
show.
Watch it.
You guys would really like once you get past the rough spot, you would absolutely love it.
I've
seen the
perfect.
first season and I
really
liked
think
it.
so.
It's
The first season
perfect.
was good.
It's perfect.
You already liked it, see, and that's the rough part.
Yeah, no, I don't
The
think
first
it's
season's
slow.
good. The
but it's
second
good
season's a little
slow.
slow. Same with season 4. Season 4 is a
Season
little
Season 4
slow.
is not
A
slow.
lot
Well,
to ask
I
for.
love
With
season
Jim,
4.
no. With Jimmy's
No, I
story,
think
Jimmy's is kind of slow.
When he sells the phones, I love it. Now the first season to me is slow, and then the second season picks up a bit. Third season and running.
Third
That's
season is
the best
awesome,
show.
but the first season has Mike's episode. Mike's episode is one of my favorite episodes.
The first season, you said?
saves the whole season.
Mike
Yeah.
is perfect. I love him. God damn it, Walt. My one thing
terrible
about Breaking
character.
Bad. Listen, Breaking Bad, I love to death. I hate what happens to Mike. I hate Walt so much for what happens to Mike. God damn it.
Yeah.
I hate that choice. It drives me crazy.
I'm glad it happened. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jesus.
So far, I'm enjoying the final season of Better Call Saul more
Same.
than Breaking Bad, just because
Same.
I don't like the Nazis in
Oh
Breaking
my
Bad.
God,
I
so
cannot
true.
stand them
So
because
true.
they're just so lame
Lawrence
to be the
probably
thing
likes
that
them.
takes down Jesse and Walt.
And you got like, which was Walt's own fault because he's a fucking dipshit asshole. I can't stand
Yeah.
him. Fuck Walt.
And
But that's
I
the
can't stand
fucking
Lydia
point.
either.
I
Yeah, he's
know.
a dipshit asshole.
I know,
my
but
God.
I could still feel that he's a dipshit asshole and
Look,
not like
look.
him.
Look,
The final
this is how I see
Okay.
your guys' love for Better Call Saul.
It's better.
No.
No,
It
like
is.
don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure, and you know what? I bet if I watched it, I'd probably be like, it's fucking on the same boat as Breaking Bad. But I feel like you have like these like kind of blinders on, or it's like Breaking Bad, and like Better Call Saul kind of gives you more of an like a input on these people that you already kind of know, and I don't know, like it's just. Maybe I gotta watch it, but it does kind of feel
Yeah.
like the things you're saying, like you're saying, like oh, Walt's a dipshit, Walt's an idiot. Like, yeah, that was the point. He was a fucking idiot,
he
and
made-
he
he
was a
brought the show
prideful
down.
coward. He was a prideful coward. That's what he was. And like, I don't know, like just to say, like, oh yeah, Jimmy McGill's the best. Like, I mean, maybe
Because
he
he
but
is. I love Breaking Bad because of Saul, Gus, and Mike. And Saul, Gus, and Mike are the main characters in Better Call Saul. They're way more enjoyable to watch. And Kim and Nacho and Howard, they added the show too. That's why Better Call
I
Saul is so much
love
more
them
enjoyable.
so much.
I love
And
Howard.
Lalo is my
You
favorite.
wanna know what I
Breaking Bad
kinda
character,
Yes,
period.
yes.
I kind of hope that the Better Call Saul finale is like really bad.
Wow.
I don't know why. I just kinda want that
You're
to
a
happen.
fucking hater.
Hater.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know why. I just feel like
no, wait,
because
I'm
like
gonna explain it.
Hold on.
that'd be great.
I'm
Lawrence, what's your
100%
favorite
with
film?
you. I enjoy the chaos.
Lawrence, what's your
I
favorite
enjoy
film?
the chaos.
What's
No,
up?
What's your
because I
favorite
think
film,
that
Lawrence?
What's my
final
favorite
scene-
film?
Yeah.
It's pretty. I feel
Oh,
like it's pretty.
ever?
No, my favorite film is Moonlight.
It sucks. It's awful. It's a piece of shit.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
Aw. Better
I
than
think
Cold
the
War.
final season of Breaking Bad should have just been Walt versus Hank. The Nazis came in, and so far, Better Call Saul's final season is exactly what they've been setting up for.
Yeah.
And so, unless they bring in a random group of Nazis, I
not
think
going
it'll be
to.
a better ending.
You
than
know what?
Breaking
I will
Bad.
give you that. I feel like out of all the things in Breaking Bad, like that like back half with like the Nazis and stuff is pretty forgettable.
made
Though the ending,
because
It is,
now he's
it is
good.
a little. I have to rewatch it again because like I don't remember it being a problem, but it's not the things I think about when I think what's Breaking Bad. When I think Breaking Bad, I think of like Walt versus Gus and like the relationship
Yeah.
with Jesse
Oh,
and all
season
that.
4
Like I
is
think of
awesome.
shit. I think of shit like season 4 is a fucking
That's the
banger.
best season of Breaking Bad by far.
It is the best season, yeah.
by far.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say honestly the last episode of season 4 kind of feels like a finale in a weird way.
It
like
should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the
I
thing
like
is
I
that
love the
to
end of Breaking
me-
Bad.
I mean, it's a low bar, but yeah, it probably is.
Oh my god. To me, Gus was like a main villain, and then he
Yes.
took out like the main cartel guys. So Gus was the top
Oh,
of the
great
top,
episode.
and they took out Gus.
Great
So they're
episode.
on top. So the final season should have just been the last adversary, which is Hank. But then they threw in these Nazis who have nothing to do with anything, and Lydia, who has nothing to do with anything, just
Oh,
to
yeah.
add in
Ugh.
some chaos.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't make any sense. And also, no episode of Breaking Bad ruined me personally like the third episode in this final season of Better Call Saul, which Brody knows what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
That
And
was
it ruined my
fucking
entire week.
amazing.
It ruined everybody's week. I was so
Amazing, Maria.
depressed.
It was so
You know what?
awesome, though. It was bad, but it was bad in a good way. Awesome.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I do feel like the Nazis are in Breaking Bad are pretty forgettable, but like if you do take them out, I feel like you kind of miss out on some of the best parts of Breaking Bad. Like what would Ozymandias is that how you pronounce it? The
Yeah.
14th
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, like that. Like
Ozymandias.
that's one of the best. That's one of the best episodes of Breaking Bad, and
That's
like
one of the best episodes of TV
Wait,
ever.
wait.
yeah, absolutely.
Nothing's more epic than Gus taking out the cartel, and there's that guy who's in the house, and he just screams, "Everyone's fucking dead! If you want to face me, whatever he says, fuck you up." And he's just like, he's so intense, like, holy shit, this is awesome. That episode is fucking intense, man. Gus is awesome.
But yeah, like with that episode, like I mean, there's just so many things that come into play. I don't know. I really have to
Well, it comes
rewatch
into
Breaking
play
Bad.
of like Hank and the other DEA agents have figured out that he is Heisenberg and where his money is. That's pretty much the plot of Ozymandias. So take out the Nazis. Not a lot changes other than Hank dies.
God, the Nazis
Well,
did ruin
actually,
everything.
wait. There is one thing that they do. They take away Jesse, and then
No,
yeah.
Walt
says
gives him.
one-
Walt
wait,
gives them
but-
Jesse.
yeah, but here's the thing: they take away Jesse, and then Walt says one of the fucking best and most twisted lines ever. And big spoiler for Breaking Bad coming. When he fucking goes, wait, and he looks him in the eyes,
Oh, it's
and
awful.
literally, I don't think anyone saw this coming. With him just saying, "I watched Jane die."
That was horrible in a good way.
That
in a good way.
Oh,
it's
horrible.
literally that. I remember when I watched that for the first time. I gasped so loud. I was like, "What? What?" Like I couldn't believe that. And then the way he says it, honestly, Bryan Cranston, the way he says words like in like a dark tone, like he'll say things like "I could have saved her," but then he'll go, "But I didn't." Like the way his voice changes in like
He's
tone so well.
I feel like there's a more satisfying version of that in Better Call Saul, though.
No,
I don't want to
agree-
hear it.
I agree with Maria that the Nazis were pointless, and I wish Hank was the main villain or the main foil to Walt in the end of the show, because the Nazis just why was this Indiana Jones? Why are they Nazis? You know, like then they get all the money and they're like, haha,
Because it's
we
just
have all
an
the money.
evil
And you
group.
got little Matt Damon who wants to fuck Lydia, but he's a social awkward Nazi who doesn't want to do it. But the ending though
I think-
is satisfying. The very ending though is great.
I honestly think they chose Nazis because that is like the one group that is just unforgivable. Like Gus
Yeah.
is a psychopathic murderer, but you still kind of root for him in certain ways because he's so smart.
He lost his
Nazis
gay lover.
Who
are
else could they
just
do? Like that's worse than Walt. Like really?
That's worse than Walt. So Walt
Yeah,
looks
exactly.
like the hero, and just the Nazis and the way they talk about Lydia and they talk the things they do to Jesse, which I just thought were so insane.
And they take out
and
like
tragic.
that clan that Walt tried to sell as the meth to, that one group out of nowhere where Lydia went down to that little bunker. Like, what was the point of that? Why did they show that? You know
what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was that scene where the Nazis take out that one dude who Walt says, God damn it, that famous scene, say my name, like the guy who's talking to, you're Heisenberg, you're goddamn right. That clan, the Nazis just randomly take them out of nowhere so Lydia can go down and look at the fucking meth lab for no reason.
Yeah, I don't even remember
What
that. I gotta rewatch that.
What was the point of that? Why? Because they're powerful? I don't know.
You know what? And you know, with there is one scene that I think is great when it comes to that is when, and this all comes down to Aaron Paul's acting, is when fucking
don't
they
even
kill
say
Andrea.
it. Oh, god damn it! I hate that scene. It's so awful.
But he's so good.
He's great.
So good.
No, you're right. But
He is very good.
That season, I think, just is too much for me. I don't rewatch that.
I never
season
cared
ever.
about Andrea personally.
But
But
it's
I
so
think
sad.
it all just goes down to what it is.
It
to
is
Jesse.
very sad, but I never
Yeah.
cared about her. I cared about her son.
Oh, how Walt poisoned him, and Saul's like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, we're done. When I say we're done. Like, damn, poor Saul.
I love Breaking
I
Bad.
love Saul.
You know what's
love
great,
No,
Maria?
better
How,
than Saul.
Maria, how Saul is the clown of Breaking Bad. He has no character besides being the funny man, but in Better Call Saul, he's like a character with feelings, and his brother. It's like, wow, they took this clown and made him an actual like.
And Bob Odenkirk
Yes.
is one of the best performances on television
I completely
ever.
agree. He is amazing.
He is
Amazing.
One of the best
Phenomenal.
performances without a single Emmy. Bryan Cranston wouldn't even know what that's like. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
him, and then without a single
Sorry.
nomination, Kim Wexler is one of the best
She's-
performances ever on television.
She
hasn't been
is
nominated?
amazing. She's amazing.
Not once.
Maria,
Wow.
fucking
Brilliant.
Michael McKean wasn't nominated for Chicanery, which is probably the best episode, I would say, of Better Call
Nacho's
Saul.
never been nominated.
Nacho, Mike,
I think Lalo deserved a win for season 5. He's that brilliant.
that episode where he's
Mike
like,
has never
say it
won.
again. Say it again. I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to
Yes!
fucking scream. And Mike's like, put him on speaker. Holy shit, this is crazy. All
I love
dialogue.
that this week we were like, you know what, The Northman's a good movie, and then we're like, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
We haven't talked about the Northman at all.
I don't know why this turned into the Breaking Bad pod, but this is fucking awful. We need to change subject to something good.
Wow.
I love it. No, it was passionate. It was full of passion. I liked it. I liked it. People
I
like
preferred
this.
talking about this than I did talking about the Northman.
Wait, did you guys
Yeah,
like
no.
how they fought naked on a volcano? That was pretty cool.
That was
Yeah.
fire.
I
Oh,
wait, I
also
didn't
pun
understand. Can someone explain this to me? Spoilers. They fought naked on a volcano. Bjork said that
Why'd you say it like
said
that?
that
Bajork.
it's just something I do. It's something
She
I
was-
do.
she
Leave
was
me
This
alone.
is who Maria
Wait,
is.
she was only
let
in like
her
what
be.
one scene, right? Why was she only in one scene? Damn it!
Yeah, that's
was
one thing I was
phenomenal.
disappointed
And
by.
Willem Dafoe.
My complaint. Let me explain.
She
my
was so
complaint.
good.
Okay, she explains that he's gonna drown his villain, and then he doesn't. Did I miss something?
Because
I'm
the
gonna
fate
be
was
honest with you.
changed.
I didn't understand a single word anyone said.
It's Shakespearean, but English, guys. Come on.
That's
She
great.
said he was gonna drown him, and then Alexander Skarsgård later, I think, said to Anya, he was like, I need to drown him or something, and then he doesn't drown him. I'm like,
Did you-
Excuse
I
me?
think my favorite part with Bjork is when she starts singing "It's Oh So Quiet." That's probably the best scene of the whole.
Did you
movie.
like how?
Yeah,
It was a bold choice, but it worked.
Did you like how?
It looked great.
Did you like how not Brendan Gleeson hold up Willem Dafoe's head, saying, "Haha, I'm the new weird guy in this film,
Oh,
so you're gonna
was
listen to
it?
me now."
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that wasn't Brendan Gleeson.
That wasn't Brendan Gleeson. It was some other dude who
What?
looks like him. I swear to
You
God,
thought
I
it was
looked it
Brendan
up.
Gleeson?
It should have been.
It
Brendan
looked like
Gleeson.
him. What the fuck do you mean? Look at his face. That was
I
Brendan
did not think
Gleeson.
it looked like
Hold
Brendan
on,
Gleeson.
isn't Stellan Skarsgård in it too? His
Who?
dad?
Nar.
No.
Dad.
No, he's not in it. I didn't see him at all.
Alexander Skarsgård's dad is in it.
No.
Nar.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about?
Ethan Hawke is his
talking about
dad
the
in
Northman,
Wait,
right?
who played the uncle? By the way, I didn't know who that was. He was pretty good.
You know
I
who
don't
he
know, but I
looks like
love
when
him.
he's younger?
Dang, is that his name? I don't
Who?
know how you say his name.
Do you know who he looks like when he's younger? I don't know why. When I saw him, he looked like Dave Grohl.
I can see that. I
I don't know why.
I can see that. Ethan, I liked
The hair.
Ethan. I liked
The-
Ethan
the
Hawke
hair
barking
that
like a
was
dog.
cool.
That was great. I just imagined David Lynch
Oh,
directing
it
that
was
scene.
beautiful. What is Robert Eggers' thing with people farting?
Oh God, I did not like that
don't
part.
know.
Eggers
That was the
wanted
worst
dicks in this
joke.
film too. He's like, I wanted dicks, and the studio said no. I'm like, damn it. This-
That I can understand, but the
Give
farting
us
I
the
don't
dick
get.
cut.
Exactly. No, the farting I did
That's
not
farting.
enjoy.
what was the farting? I don't remember the farting.
It's when they're
eat
doing that
nasty
ritual.
stuff.
Oh, I don't remember.
It was
And the
so.
kid
du-
is supposed to burp and he farts instead.
he was
That's-
just
And then
supposed
they
to
all
show
smell
that
it?
he's a beast and a man.
Just like
Yeah,
everywhere
like-
all at once. I don't think I'll watch The Northman ever again. I love Eggers. I love his 3 films, but like you guys said, it's my least favorite of his. I don't think I'd ever would watch that
You know
one again.
what? I
Watch
felt
it
the
again.
same way.
I'd watch
I
it
felt the
again.
same way at first, but then the once it went along, I was like, you know what? I'm buying this on Blu-ray, and I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah,
I think I would
Okay,
skip
Jeremy
to
Johns.
my favorite scenes.
Oh, nice. That was a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
That guy sucks. I'm kidding. No, he's
I
cool.
think
He's cool.
I would skip through it to my favorite scenes and rewatch
Which
those.
is Anya
Not the whole
Taylor-Joy
movie.
stripping down in the hot tub.
Oh boy,
Sure,
Sorry.
for you it is.
What a creep.
I do love. He's so what a creep. I love it. I do
This
love her.
dude.
She's great. She's such a talented actress. I love her so much.
She's an incredible actress. Her character, not so much.
I love that shot when she's when he jumps off the boat to go back, and she like throws her hands up, and like the what is it, the ship,
Yeah.
I don't know what you call that, it fucking like flaps.
Sail.
Oh, so yeah, I don't
It
know.
flaps?
I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed, Lawrence, by the way, and that wasn't the only scene, but the way they shot it was very come and see. Like with her like staring directly into the camera.
Yeah.
I need to see that, by the way. I really need to see
Oh,
this
Come and
film.
See is
I
literally
have
one of the
not
best
seen
movies
it.
ever.
And it's not a porno,
Oh,
right?
it's-
No.
Oh lord.
What?
No, you're thinking of Come and Pee. That's what you're thinking of. Different
Okay.
movie.
Oh, I think it's the
told
R.
you.
Kelly one.
You know what? That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I'll give you that one. That was good. That was
Thank you, thank you.
Horrendous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will say
Oh.
my biggest issue with the film was that initially, especially when he was a child. Can you literally shut the fuck up? Like,
I'm sorry. That was funny. I'm immature for my old age.
Shut up. Let
my
Bryce
God.
speak.
So
Sorry, Bryce.
my biggest issue is probably just in the beginning, like the section where he's a child and witnesses his dad being murdered, whatever. That was very rushed, in my opinion. Like that,
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
Yeah.
feel like it was skipping out on a lot of emotion and time to character that I wish I had gotten so I could care. Because
Yeah.
like it was like beautiful to look at, like it was
Mhm.
still watchable, but there was nothing like I was connecting with. Like the dad gets killed, right? And I'm like, okay, this is like interesting. Like it's fun to watch. I don't care. I don't
It also
care.
felt
Bryce,
like
they cut
true
they cut
Game
from
of
the kid
Thrones-ish.
to Alexander Skarsgård's fucking chiseled chest and grunting. I'm like, man, he grew up pretty
Yeah.
quick. It's like from the Rob Zombie
I love
Halloween. He's like a small blonde fucking kid to like this giant monster. It's like, wow, he fucking grew. What did he eat? Jesus, fucking
Yeah.
beef.
Wait, I thought of another one. It's not really a criticism, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes when they're playing whatever game that was where they hit the ball and whatever.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Why does the kid run over the idiot kid? And number two, why does the guy want to kill the kid? Why
No,
That's the
I'm
king's
glad it
kid. Why
happened.
did he do that? I don't get that.
I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it
Yeah, I
happened.
hope
I
the
don't
kid that died
understand why
works,
they-
honestly.
why the guy knocked down the kid, then he had the ball, then he decided to put the ball next to the kid's head and was gonna decapitate the kid? What was the point of that?
Wait,
They could've
wait,
done
I
it.
mean,
I love the
fucking
scene
kids,
where
Mars.
the teenage son who was clearly inspired by David was killed because he was such a douchebag. I couldn't stand that character, and I'm glad that he was killed.
He looked like a drug addict Ezra Miller, and I'm sorry, but it's true.
He did.
He should have had
Oh,
braces.
He
My
really
lord.
did.
Wait, who did?
The fucking son,
Your
the
character.
son, the older son.
Oh, well, first of all, Ezra Miller is already a drug addict.
The older, like,
Yeah, he's clearly psycho.
You know what? Did you guys feel like the beginning felt like a little too Game of Thrones ish?
I didn't watch Game of Thrones
Like,
because
no.
I don't
Just a
No.
tad.
Well,
No,
with the music, yeah.
no.
I just felt like some of the visuals, like when he's like, oh, the king.
Do you know
here,
medieval like times existed?
but I know, obviously.
No,
but
wait,
I feel like
speaking
Game
of
Thrones is,
music,
like,
with Eggers' first two films, the music really stuck out. But this one, I can't remember a fucking single track from
yeah,
this movie.
no,
I
the Lighthouse
can't
has a great
either.
score.
The Lighthouse especially, but like this one, like I can't remember a fucking thing from it.
I think The Lighthouse is prettier as a movie.
It is
I
pretty-
It's
mean,
gorgeously shot.
just-
Yeah,
Just the third act of the Lighthouse, like I remember that feeling of watching it, and just like when it ends, it cuts to the credits and like the what is it called, like the shanty thing, like I love that. It just
no, that
perfect.
final shot with Pattinson like dead with his
Yeah.
eyes fucking gouged out. Was,
Not
like,
even dead.
So
He's just suffering.
so fucking crazy for me. Like, oh my god, that's insanely awesome.
I can rewatch that movie a lot. I think I'd rewatch. That's. I feel like I would rewatch that movie more than his other movies.
That's my favorite A24 film.
I
love
rewatch it all the
Lighthouse.
time.
I've seen it
It's
so many
amazing.
times. Yeah.
I love that.
I will say, something that I did appreciate about this movie, just in terms of Robert Eggers as a director, is like I think the important thing, like with any director, is that you can still see that even if they make a movie, like their next movie isn't as good as their previous, which in this case that would be true.
Mhm.
But you can still tell that they're growing and that they're learning as a
Yeah.
director,
Yeah.
because even
Yeah.
though I would say The Lighthouse is a prettier movie than this, the shots in this way more complicated, way more ambitious.
Oh,
yes,
like,
yes,
fucking-
yes. The raid. What would you call it? Attack when he's in like the bear suit.
Yes,
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Awesome.
exactly.
You know what
was
I
thinking.
loved? I love the honestly, I feel like the lighting in like when it's like the fire scene when like he like drugs all the people, like he gives them something in their food.
Great scene.
But like
Yeah.
yeah, the lighting of that, like just like the shadows over him, like that.
The final
with the
scene.
smoke.
the volcano
yeah,
scene.
everything.
That was
With
a
the
green screen.
lava.
It had to been. Obviously, they didn't shoot on a fucking volcano. I mean, he probably would have
Also,
wanted to.
by the way, if you're that close to lava, you will just die anyways. You can't run around
Yeah.
and fight each other.
Well, it's because of his muscles. It kept him alive.
He's a Greek
No.
statue.
Built different.
No, you just die.
No, I like the
like-
visual of like him basically going to heaven or whatever.
Oh,
That
yeah.
visual
with that,
was
shot of that
awesome.
fucking god who looked like she had braces on. I swear to God, I'm like,
I
is that
loved
braces?
it.
What the fuck is
Yeah, I
on
thought
her
they
teeth?
were
Loved it.
braces.
Thank you. I'm like,
I
what is
loved
that?
it.
The heart thing. Whatever was going on with the heart, with the people like attached to it, I did
Oh,
not
the
like
tree.
that. Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
did not
love
enjoy it.
The tree was weird.
Nar.
I
I
like
did
the
not
tree.
like that they were just like standing there, like the actual people. It wasn't just
Some
like
parts
their
looked
names
weird.
or anything.
Some parts looked a
It
little
looked
weird.
weird,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, like it looked like you can tell, like, okay, this is clearly like not done.
think- I
It just
think
looked
Ethan
kinda
It was a
Hawke
little
was
too
wasted.
kooky.
Ethan Hawke was not
Ethan
used
Hawke?
in this fucking
He was
film.
brilliant in his bit though.
He was, but like,
was.
I wish he was used more. He was just like, haha, first 5 minutes, let's
Some
fart.
of his
and-
better acting that I've seen
like-
of him.
He was
Excuse
used
me?
better in Moon Knight.
The fuck are you talking about? What the
No.
fuck is Moon Knight?
It's
you-
not good.
oh.
That's what it is.
Oh, is it Marvel? I wouldn't know because I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not
the
good.
only moon I know is Moonlight. That's the only one I know. I'm sorry.
That
Oh,
sounds
that's
weird.
Midnight.
Wait, isn't Moon Knight that shitty
No,
CGI
Moon Knight
mummy
is
thing?
Midnight. Yes.
Is he a mummy or something?
He's an avatar.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Like the blue guys?
No.
I don't know.
Why is that called Avatar? By the way, like, isn't that like Pandora or something? I don't really care about Avatar.
It is Pandora. I've been.
It was a music thing.
I don't like James Cameron.
I thought it was the jewelry.
Wait,
store.
weren't you guys excited for Avatar: The
Trailer?
Seed Barrier? Who
The
fucking,
trailer got
who
See,
named
Barrier-
that? Who fucking named that shit? Jesus. Let's
where-
give James
Trailer
Cameron
got-
$500 million to make
Guys.
fucking 5 Avatar sequels that no one gives a fuck about.
He's
Brilliant
gonna
idea.
die on the set of
You know
Brilliant
what's
Avatar.
idea.
the craziest fact about Avatar is that people fucking killed themselves because they wouldn't be able to see anything like Pandora
Yeah.
ever. That's
Yeah,
fucking
and then
insane.
I was
ended
rooting
up
for the
going-
general. I'm like, kill them all, please. Destroy
I've
this
been
planet,
like 3
please.
times. It's not that cool.
Please kill them all. This is so boring. They fuck each other with their tail hair things. Like, this is weird. I don't like this. This is
See, this
strange.
is why I thought you wouldn't like everything everywhere all at once.
It's
because you think
Pocahontas.
it's weird.
No, actually, it's Dancing with Wolves, Pocahontas, but with blue aliens fucking each other with tails. And the
I've never
general's
seen
like,
Dances with Wolves.
He's a patriot.
That's
Just
like
kill
You
them
know,
all.
I never will.
The Northman is the Lion King, and also Hamlet.
Wait,
Too.
Maria, have you
Also
seen The
Hamlet,
Lion
but-
King
But
2019?
okay, so that's something
Nar.
I don't want to
that's
see it
something
either.
I
No
was going to
thanks.
bring up actually is because I do really appreciate the parts of Hamlet that they did divert from, because like in Hamlet it's just like, you know, the uncle kills the king, then marries the mom, whatever.
Yeah.
But she's still unhappy in that story. In this movie, she's like cool with it
No,
because
it's a great
Yeah.
twist. It's a great
That
twist.
It's a really good
monologue
twist.
was incredible.
was incredible, and it's
He was
I mean,
actually acting well. It's not crazy.
I know, right?
Nicole
But
Kidman.
I love that, and also
No.
in Hamlet, it is the uncle who inadvertently kills the queen, but in this, her son kills her, which is very
Yeah.
interesting. But I like that because thematically, you could say like, I mean, he's a product of like all of his very twisted and dark and violent lineage, and so it's coming back to bite him in the ass by him literally like killing those before him, killing those closest to him. You know, it's
I
a
was
very
yeah.
moment.
I was
feel like-
cackling. It will always make me laugh in movies when the child jumped on his back and was stabbing him, because if any
That was
small
hilarious. I was
person
not
jumped on
Chucky.
someone's back and stabbing him like that, I
You
just laughed
Maria.
so hard.
You fucking saw teaching to fuck with me. I just thought of Chucky fucking doing that, but he just
Maria.
instantly like
You know-
Oh my
stabbed.
god, Chucky's brilliant.
Oh, I love Chucky.
I feel
yeah.
like
Love Bryce.
Eggers will go on to like kind of be like. I feel like I always feel like PTA is really good at getting the
The
best
goats.
performances out of his actors.
Goats.
And I feel like Eggers will be the same way.
Yes.
Like he gets the
Yeah,
best
for sure.
performances out of anyone he works with.
I love that these
Yes,
mainstream
he's
actors like
good.
Nicole Kidman want to work with him. You know, like, yeah, let's work with Eggers. He's
Yeah.
fucking weird, but he's got some good shit because his dialogue is good.
Even
His
if
dialogue's
it's a
good.
weird, yeah. Even if it's a
He
weird
even does
incestuous
really
role.
well with child actors. Like I think that one.
Oh
kid
my
in,
god, The Witch.
That kid was amazing.
The
Kid
Witch,
so
dude.
good.
younger,
Oh
Is
my
that shit was
god.
the young
amazing.
Alexander.
But on The
young
Witch,
Alexander
so good.
the death scene in
Skarsgård
The
was
Witch is
brilliant.
like crazy. That kid's
gosh.
like fucking
That
dying.
kid was amazing.
It's up the apple and gives that whole
But
monologue. It's so
I was
great.
gonna say the young Alexander Skarsgård at the beginning of this was incredible.
Yes, which he
amazing.
was in the Batman too.
Was he?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
right.
he
Yeah.
was.
Yes, he played. I'm
my
sorry,
God.
I don't know if he played the mayor's son or he was something, but I saw on Twitter they said, "Wow, it's some filmography." It was that kid, and he played in the Batman and in the Northman.
Wow, that's good for him.
Yeah, good for that kid.
Get him some work. Get him some work.
Yes, he's
Oh.
brilliant.
Maria, I was gonna say
Yeah.
just a couple minutes ago when you mentioned the kid that jumps on his back and starts stabbing him, it reminded me so much of Ronnie Lilly with the little girl
Yes.
jumping on him.
Oh,
I
God.
just instant
I always
connection to
think
me.
about. I always think about a part in Tropic Thunder when he's like, "No, it's fine. I'll go back to them. They don't care." And then he comes back and the little kid stabbing him. He's like, "No!"
Yeah.
And he throws him off.
That
I
seems so
still got
good.
That's what I always think of.
Which
He's like, never mind, don't forgive me. Like he just runs away.
hey guys, we can't blame that kid in The Witch for falling for the witch in The Witch, where she's like a goth, like
In The
young
Witch in the
hot
Witch.
goth. You know, I'm like,
so
you know
hot.
what? If I saw
in the witch for falling for the witch in the witch.
because that woman who looks
Witch
like a
in the
goth,
Witch.
I'm like, you know what? I would follow her too. And she obviously did some shit. What did she do to him in the behind the scenes? Because we don't see it because he comes
I
back
don't
like
really wanna know.
and he's just like, oh, wait. One more thing in The Witch. I love the scene where she gets the baby. It's in that thing, and she's just about to like do something to it. And it cuts, and we don't see what happens because it makes us think, what the fuck did she do to that baby? Obviously, she bathed herself with it because she smothered herself in blood. The Witch is fucking perfect.
It's
I
like
love
the
that film.
first like 10 minutes of the movie.
The Witch
and
is
that,
so
ooh,
good.
My biggest criticism with The Witch, though, is with his like commitment to old timey dialogue. I could not understand most of the dialogue in The Witch because it was so old timey.
I loved feeling stupid though.
Accents were crazy.
I loved feeling stupid. Like, yes, please confuse me, please.
It's authentic.
Well, and especially with the fucking dad who has that deep ass voice.
Which she was in this movie, by the way.
I could not. If he's in a movie, you know it's
same with the mom. The mom was too. She was one of the slaves.
She was very briefly in it, but he was I could see his face. I knew it was him. But if he's in a movie, you know it's going to be good. He was the Green Knight, and the Green Knight, brilliant.
Yep. He was in Tragedy of Macbeth.
He's good, but the film sucks.
Yes, brilliant. What, the Green Knight?
I don't like the Green Knight.
With all these
Do
movies,
we have to fight?
Dude,
oh,
we're gonna fight.
Come on.
Come on now.
I think
Boring.
Oh,
I don't like
No.
I don't like fantasy. I'm sorry, it just was not for me.
You're so dumb.
I did like
Oh my
Sean
God.
Harris
Anyways,
though.
Lawrence, continue.
I think with the 3 movies that Eggers has done, it's clear that he likes certain things in his movies. He likes shooting on location, farts,
Yes.
and Anya Taylor-Joy's butt. That's pretty clear that he likes all those things in his
I
movies.
feel like we all agree with
Good
that.
for him.
We're all for that.
I did see a quote. I think it was from Robert Eggers that Anya really wanted to be in the lighthouse, but there's no female roles, and she said I
mermaid.
could play the mermaid, and he
that'd be
said you don't
awesome.
want to play this mermaid.
Yes, she
Like,
does.
oh,
Well,
never
to be
mind.
fair, like, never mind.
She would. I think she would have killed that role, honestly. Like
It's like a
legitimately.
short scene. It's small as hell.
They don't even speak.
You know what?
The mermaid
Actually, you know what? I think it would take me out of the movie if it was her. Like,
Yeah,
the fact that the mermaid was like an unknown person. Like, now I can't forget her fucking face. Like, that's how good the movie is.
That shot always freaks me out, where she like
creepy.
gets up
She's
and
screaming,
laughing.
laughing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh, the
creepy.
movie's
What a
perfect.
fucking movie. Oh man, what
Love
a
that
great
The
movie.
movie.
sound design in the
Movie.
lighthouse too, by the way, is amazing. Especially that weird horn sound that screams like I can't
Yes.
do the noise. It's just like yes,
I love
yes,
that noise.
yes.
Mm,
Tend to your duties.
I love it.
I love how it's utilized in the trailers too. Like that's such a
Yeah.
great thing.
The
It's perfect.
lighthouse
Why
is
did you
perfect movie.
spill your beans?
Well, to me,
Why?
the lighthouse perfectly depicts A24. It's weird. It's trying to do something unique, and it fits the auteur film Twitter vibe. You know, it's just the perfect
And it's well
A24
made.
film. Yes, yes.
The only negative thing about
Is nothing.
No, wait, there is, because I feel like it lights a fire in the losers of fucking film Twitter though, because they get way too excited for A24 and they become, some people become a little pretentious when it comes to the movies that A24 puts out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
David.
Not the movies. The movies themselves are great. The attitude that people have towards them can get a little pretentious and annoying when it comes to film Twitter. Like people get really like I said, the fucking like the nerds that are of film Twitter will go a little too wild.
Embarrassing losers.
Losers, fucking losers.
Who are they? Who are they? Lawrence? Call them out.
Embarrassing.
No, I won't call them out. They know who they are. They look in the mirror every day. They know who they are.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
This is so mean. I feel like I'm in space.
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, no one knows what you're talking about, but we
Pretty
know.
niche joke.
We know.
We know. We
In our
all know
hearts,
who
we
you
all
are.
know.
We know.
Oh man. Yeah,
The
no.
Mac
Honestly,
of the world.
you know what's great about this year when it comes to the movies? Like usually the beginning of the year is so fucking garbage, but we've gotten some great movies so far.
I know, right?
Like we
And
got, the
Doctor Strange being the
Batman.
best of the bunch.
The Batman is the best of them all, by the way.
Everything
No.
everywhere.
Everything everywhere.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I like the Batman a lot,
No,
but I
you
feel
don't
like
emo Pattinson Batman? Oh my gosh, come on!
I like Pattinson.
Oh my god, he's everything to me.
And Paul Dano's awesome Riddler. No!
Lord.
Paul Dano's
not how the-
everything to me.
Oh, this is no, it's supposed to go. Oh my god, I watched it
This
again
was
recently. It's
already-
great.
This is
terrible.
already one of the best movie years because I got a film with Paul Dano singing directly to me in it, and so
Oh, great
it's just
scene.
made my life.
Can we all agree that that
way.
interrogation scene is better than the Dark Knight interrogation scene?
Oh
No.
No.
I'm waiting
Not
for
even
David to
close.
respond.
No one's gonna ever agree with you on that.
I will say that
Wait,
one Joker
Lawrence
scene
hasn't
sucks.
even seen The Dark Knight, and he disagrees with you.
Lawrence,
I've seen that scene. And
watch
it's great.
it tomorrow, please, before I scream.
please.
Please, just watch it.
Did you say before you cream?
You
What'd you
need
say?
to know.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Before I scream 5. Come on, bro.
Cream 5.
Before I before I be a bad film, fucking do it.
Should
Yeah,
we
no.
talk about Scream 5?
Wait, please,
No, I've
no.
never seen Scream 5.
Don't
Who
don't
gives a
watch
fuck
it.
about
Oh, you
Don't
haven't?
don't
I
watch
just-
it.
I know Brody and Bryce
Scream
hate it,
these
so I wanted to
days.
start a fight.
Scream
Yeah,
5
I
is the
wanted to
worst
start a
film
fight.
I've ever seen.
We said
That's another
Oh, that
fucking
can't-
fan base
Start a
that gets
fight.
so annoying.
It sucks.
Like-
Jenna Ortega's good, but everyone else sucks. And I'm sorry.
She's not even
Fight,
good.
fight,
I'm sorry.
fight.
Who else is good in that movie? Dewey's good
No.
too.
Jack Quaid is
Jack
so
Quaid,
good.
actually.
Jack Quaid, my love.
Excuse who? Oh, one of the killers? He's awful. He's so awful. He's so
He's
obvious from the
better
day
than
from the first
Spoiler.
scene. He's clearly the killer. Sorry,
Spoiled it.
Look,
Lawrence. I'm
look,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Listen.
Aw.
I haven't even seen Scream 5, but all I know is the better horror movie with Jenna Ortega is X.
Yes.
I thought you said the
Yes.
better horror movie.
X.
X.
Better
is a
horror
banger.
movie. Haha.
I thought you said better
Wait,
horror movie.
can we say Brittany Snow is awesome in X?
I can't say that
She was
word.
incredible.
Everyone,
Oh my gosh.
everyone
she's awesome.
always thinks I say horror when I say horror. I can't say that word apparently.
Horror.
And Kid Cudi.
Word.
My dude was hung like a horse and he was awesome.
Yeah,
That scene was hilarious.
show your dick in more movies. Let's go.
That was
That's what I wanna
hilarious.
see.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I did not stay in the theater. Oh, I have a gross story to tell about my theater experience with X, but I did not stay till the end credit scene, but I've seen it now. And that movie looks better than X to me. The
Yeah, wait.
upcoming, whatever it's called, Y or whatever.
Wait,
That looks
wait.
better.
I'm confused. What?
I didn't even know there was an end credit scene.
What?
Did not know
You didn't
that.
know what?
No.
I'm so confused. You mean
You haven't even seen it
Alright.
you
online?
left the movie, then came
There
back
is
and
an
watched the
end
end credit scene?
No, somebody sent it to me on YouTube or whatever.
Wait, why did you
It's
leave
a
the
trailer
movie?
for the next movie.
Oh wow.
Well, I just left because I didn't realize it was a Marvel movie and there was an end credit scene. So I was like, oh, I can leave now. But no, what my gross story is that when I went and saw it alone, and other people were in the theater or whatever, just a couple, but then a couple of old people came in and sat in front of me, and then I didn't know what the movie was about, and then I watched the movie, and then when I left, I walked out behind them, and they were like embracing each other as they walked out, and I'm like, after you just watched that?
Well, they saw the old people fucking like, wow, we do have some stamina left, and they just fucking went at it. Ugh.
You know what was my favorite part about watching the Batman was I knew what?
Where did that come from?
That's a horrible transition. by the way.
I want to tell a story of mine.
that was great. That was fucking
Yeah,
great.
sorry. sorry.
Old people fucking. You know about the Batman?
Oh, fuck. I feel embarrassed. No, because I
You
want to tell.
should feel embarrassed.
That was embarrassing. I'm a loser.
It was embarrassing, a loser.
That was great.
No,
Lawrence, what do you want to say?
No, because she was talking about like a theater experience, and I thought of mine. And with the Batman, I knew there wasn't gonna be like an after credit scene, just because I knew it wasn't like. But the people there were like, "Oh, I can't wait to see the fucking scene," and I was like, "Oh
Losers.
man." So I stayed to listen to their reactions, and it was worth it. Everyone went, "That was fucking stupid." Like they were so mad. Oh, it was great.
Man.
They were so
Idiots.
upset.
Marvel
Yeah,
makes
idiots.
people
So-
stay for 20 extra minutes of fucking credits to watch 30 seconds of a reference saying,
No,
haha,
hey.
hey, I'm in the next film.
Hey,
I
Come on.
did that
I'm never
today.
doing
I
that
did
to
that
you.
today, and it was
It's
so worth it.
boring.
Everyone-
It's boring.
It's so you
Bunch of
appreciate
losers.
Everyone involved in the movies, okay?
Yes,
That's why they
very
do it.
true.
They don't fucking care about the
Oh,
people. They just want to
fuck
see the
you.
30-second reference. They're not going to read the names. They
No.
don't care.
Okay, we get
I
it. You hate
I
people
went
that
and
work
saw
for them.
Doctor Strange 2 today,
And
and
did
I
you fall
went and I
asleep?
stayed. Shut up. There's 2 end credit scenes. The last one was completely worth it.
What's it
more
with
than
Jim
I could ever
Krasinski
ask
as
for.
fucking Richard Reeds? I saw a spoiler on Twitter.
Whoa.
We're not
Dude,
spoiling anything
don't
of the
spoil
movie.
that
First
movie.
of all, I did see the film, so I could be wrong. You guys just proved I was right. Second of all, I saw it on Twitter.
saying yes or no. I'm
Spoil
not
it for other
spoiling
people.
anything.
And I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
either if it was Jim from The Office playing
Bryce
Reed
hasn't
Richards.
seen it. I don't think Lawrence has seen it.
Honestly, you know
Who's
what?
seen
I
it?
could be wrong. I say I saw it from Twitter.
Now, I'll tell you right now, I don't care. Like,
I'm not going to see it.
totally okay with, because I used to kind of be like, oh, don't tell me. Like, I remember when Infinity War came out. Oh my god, this was the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
2 people I followed literally listed Black Panther, this character, fucking Bucky, dead. That's what they tweeted. Just name, and then dead.
Yeah, that's not
and I was
cool.
and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was literally gonna go to the theater to watch it right that second, and that came up, and that's when I was like, wow. Now, honestly, spoil whatever you want about the MCU. I don't care anymore.
You know what's
like,
sad?
it's fine.
Exactly me.
I got
didn't care about. I really cared about Infinity War, and I remember I saw a list, and it started with like Loki and Gamora, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen. And then Gamora died, and I'm like, okay, maybe that list was right. And I did get spoiled. But then Endgame, I really did not want to get spoiled, and I
didn't get
actually
spoiled for Endgame, surprisingly.
And I didn't, but another funny story, I saw it that Thursday night, and most people couldn't. I was in high school, and then in the cafeteria, someone stood up on one of the tables and yelled, Iron Man dies! And everybody got so upset because they had plans to go see it over
My
the
spirit
weekend.
animal.
Then now
hope they
I
beat
do
that
not
kid
care
up.
about spoilers.
I hope they beat
I
that
hope
kid.
that kid went
A
home and got
riot
drunk.
started.
Look, in all honesty, though, even if you hate those
I don't care
movies,
anymore.
it's fucked up to spoil shit like that for other people. That's fucked up.
Absolutely.
Remember the
No,
Taylor
I
Swift
would
stand
never-
that did it?
I'm super against any type of
hilarious.
spoilers. I'm super against it.
Hey.
What?
I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
Oh no, I'm just saying that I am against all spoilers. Like I would never like especially if it's like a new thing and I know people care about it. Like I would never be like, I'm gonna tell everyone about this. Like no, I would never. do
Yeah,
that.
That's just a dick
definitely
move.
not.
So I'm sorry
Very
if I
good.
accidentally spoiled something, which I didn't see the fucking film, which you guys spoiled for it.
Well, actually, you don't have to worry about that because nobody's listening to this podcast. We're good.
You're right. So I got to
Everyone's
expose
good.
myself here. So I read the trivia for Uncut Gems before I saw the film, which is my own fault in IMDb.
Idiot.
Spoilers
God.
for that movie. Has anyone seen?
Why would you
Bright,
do
has
that?
anyone not seen the film?
Dumbass move.
Did anyone not see the film on here?
Let's see. Everyone saw.
Bryce,
Uncut
have you seen
Gems.
Uncut Gems?
Yes.
Okay. I read the fucking
Yeah.
trivia, and it said at the end, this is the only film where Adam Sandler dies. I'm like, fuck me, man. Now I knew the whole film that he was going to die, so the whole ending didn't surprise me, which is
That
my own
happened
fault.
to me. No, I read an interview with Julia Fox because it started with like her dominatrix
Oh my
turned
God.
actress or whatever. I was so curious, and I was reading through it, and then it says, "Well, the film ends with her getting away with the money and Adam Sandler dead on the floor. He's shot by his like whatever," and it just described the whole ending. And
Horrible.
the movie was not wide release. Yeah, it was like barely
Like,
limited.
damn it.
It's like,
It just-
well, now I know what's gonna happen.
It
Still
just
an amazing
sucked.
movie.
It's yeah. It just ruined it for me. Like, god damn it! Why did I read the fucking trivia?
It is kind of funny that John Krasinski is getting the Chris Pratt treatment right now. Like
Why is he
everyone
being
just fucking
canceled?
hate.
Why is they saying
Everyone
he's an asshole? What do you do?
See, I think is that what the thing is?
Like,
Is
I
that-
don't
that's
hate
his
him.
thing?
He's just boring. I do like the quiet.
his
Place
shtick is
movies,
look at the
though.
camera, funny man. Haha! Isn't it funny that
just
he
like-
he reacts?
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is funny.
He's just like another Bob Odenkirk. He's just like
This guy is a clown.
This guy's
my
an idiot.
God.
I don't know why you let him speak to you. He's an idiot.
David's funny. That was good.
That actually was funny. I'll give you that one. That was.
It
pretty
was
funny.
funny.
You know, he's very good at surprising people with what he's gonna say.
He's like Matt, but funnier. Matt's just
Aw.
more explicit.
He's
Did you
like
see
Matt,
when he texted
except
me the other
Matt
day?
sucks.
He rarely
texted me the same
listen.
thing. It's
He
fucking
randomly
gross.
texted me the other day saying, "I fucked my mom so hard last night." I said, "Well, thank you for telling me that." What the fuck, man? That's
I didn't answer because I'm
Yeah.
okay.
So
I don't want to hear
annoying.
that.
He's so annoying.
I posted a picture. I responded with the Max meme from Max and Ruby, which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh lord.
He
I love
always
that, by the way. I
posts
haven't
that,
seen that kid in forever. That funny.
Wait. There was a TikToker who makes fun of Ruby because she is actually a fucking bitch, and it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Really funny. This
Funny.
dude just goes off on Ruby. It's like she's a fucking
He really
bitch.
hates Ruby.
You know what I'm talking about? The dude with the long hair?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
great. He's
shout out to
like
that guy.
Ruby's
He's
awful.
great.
I
Ruby
hate-
Rangers.
He's
I also
great.
fucking hate I hate Caillou, that bald little fuck who just
Oh yes, Daddy.
so much.
That meme is
Died
funny
with
though.
fire.
That meme is
Caillou.
fucking hilarious.
No, I was gonna say that Matt always posts that Thanos picture, and it makes me uncomfortable every time. I hate it.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny when it's just a reply. When it's like a reply to people, I think it's so funny.
Wait.
That is funny, and when it's
But
a caption
DW,
with something normal.
Arthur.
I love DW. Don't.
I just feel bad. I feel bad about Bryce, who's just waiting to talk about the Northman again because he's just quiet.
I am literally, again, I am just letting the fuckery commence.
Bryce,
And y'all-
talk. We want to hear you talk,
prefer
man.
when
Yeah,
we're just
we
talking
love you,
around.
Bryce.
I like Bryce when he's quiet. You should stay that way.
Shut the fuck. I hate
Aw,
you.
Damn,
no. Shut up, David.
That's
Damn,
so
dude.
mean.
Shut the fuck up, David. Bryce, please say anything.
Embarrassing.
Anything right now, please.
Anything right now, please.
Wait, can I
Since
can I propose Bryce for a second?
I'll do it.
Sure.
Bryce, and don't spoil it, anybody. Bryce has never seen The Usual Suspects and does not know anything about
Neither.
it.
Oh,
Oh
you
my god,
haven't?
Lawrence!
Me
You're a
neither.
Dumbass too.
Oh my god!
I think I know
Really?
the ending. I think I know what happens. Like I'm
Don't
okay with
say
it.
it. Don't
I'm not gonna say
say
it, but
no,
I think I know it.
I watched it with knowing, and I still think it's like one of the best movies.
I'll check it out for sure. I like. I've seen the classic scene where like it's improvised in the what is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
The lineup. Yeah, it's really cool. I like
You
that
want to watch
scene.
a
Like,
Bryan
yeah,
Singer
fucking-
film?
Is that
Yeah.
who directed it?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yikes.
the direction
Big
is the worst part of the whole movie.
That's Brian Singer.
If
It
J.J.
was
Abrams was a
so
pedophile,
terrible.
LMAO.
fuck J.J.
Honestly,
Abrams.
like I get confused with Bryan Singer and Brett Ratner, and I shouldn't because they're both terrible directors and they're both
Who the fuck
fucking
is Brett
assholes. Brett Ratner's the guy
Brett
who.
Ratner is not a real person to me. He is he is a puppet of a human.
that sounds like
being.
a frat
He
boy. I've
made-
never heard a name before.
He's a
He
fake
made
name.
he made the Rush Hour movies.
No, he
made
didn't.
Heist.
I love Rush Hour
He
2.
did
I'm
Red
sorry.
Dragon.
Yeah,
He
Rush
did
Hour
that
was
Hannibal
funny.
Lecter
Brett
movie.
Ratner.
Did he do that? Oh lord.
He's not a real
terrible.
person. He's the studio like says he's there.
Oh, he's like
but
Alan
somebody
Smithy?
else is doing everything. Yeah, that's how I think of him. I know he is a real human being, but he's not.
You know what's
makes sense.
terrible but kind of funny?
David?
Have you? Okay, it's not fun. Yeah, well, yeah, that's definitely true. But look, it's not funny because it's really fucked up what happened. But you guys seen that footage of
What?
David O. Russell with I Heart Huckabees?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck him, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a hack.
That shit's
David
not funny.
E. Russell.
He's a hack.
It's not. No. That guy. That what's happening is not funny. What is funny is how he walks off camera and then comes in through the door on the set. Like that shit's fucking funny.
He's a hack. He's a hack with J.J. Abrams and fucking
No, not on the same level as. That's completely different. David E. Russell has like committed crimes, and J.J. Abrams is
No,
just
okay,
kind of annoying.
You're right. But no, Abrams in his mystery box, he's like, hey guys, here's a mystery. It's just blue balls. He just never answers questions, and he makes millions of dollars off of naming every fucking film he makes after the goddamn Cloverfield.
Honestly,
Cloverfield
that
films.
sounds like a dream. To just fuck with people and make millions of dollars.
He made The
Yeah.
Force
Sounds
pretty
Awakens.
awesome.
He's doing it.
He has no respect for me. He made A New Hope
I like
2.0.
Force Awakens.
No, it
I love
sucks.
Force Awakens.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be honest. The only J.J. Abrams movie I don't like is Rise of Skywalker. Like, to be honest, it's the only one I don't like.
Yeah,
It's
I
stupid
like
though.
his Star Trek.
No, you're
Yeah, same.
dumb.
I love the Star
Star
Trek.
Trek was awesome. It has a Beastie Boys
Chris
song in it.
Pine is
Enforcement.
Kirk, and he's a better Kirk.
He's the best Chris.
And the best Chris and the
Oh,
best
yeah, he
Kirk.
Yes.
Fuck
He's
William
good. They got
Shatner.
Spock all
Listen,
wrong.
No,
Star
they-
Spock
Trek
in
is
those
no,
movies is bad.
no.
Yeah.
Zachary Quinto is awesome as Spock. What do you mean?
He's great.
No. Let me explain. He is great as an actor as Spock, but Spock is not someone who is going to scream and punch people, but
You're-
he does that in those movies.
They emphasize on he's half human and he fucks and he freaks out and he's like, I'm gonna give you the
He
ship.
If you watch
freaks
the
out.
original show, he doesn't do any
I'm
of
gonna
that.
give you the ship now, and he's like, "All right, that was easy. Wow, just piss him off." I guess. Jesus.
No, he's a calm and collected guy. He's not screaming and punching and cursing and kissing and whatever.
I will
doesn't do
say
that stuff.
that Cumberbatch as Khan is pretty cool. I really like. I know the movie.
love
Oh,
him.
he's
so
great.
That's
underrated.
nostalgia
I
trip.
like Into
So underrated.
Darkness.
I loved him as
I like
Khan.
that movie.
My
Dark
name
Knight.
You guys have
is
actually
Khan.
seen the Star Trek movies?
I
That's
fucking love
surprising.
Star Trek. I
Yes,
watched it with my
idiot.
dad.
I've never seen them. I've never seen
Star
Beyond
Trek
is
is better than
really
Star
good.
Wars, Lawrence. Star Trek all the way. Fuck Star Wars.
Fuck yourself.
I mean, I'm
Fuck
not
Star
gonna.
Wars.
I'm not gonna argue against that.
Star
'cause I
Wars
don't-
is for fucking losers.
no, no. You gotta say it right. Star Wars is for fucking losers.
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 Like from
Embarrassing
SpongeBob.
losers.
I've heard that name before. I bet you have.
Love it.
Hi,
Love it. SpongeBob is
Kevin.
the goat, honestly.
Fuck yeah. The first 3 seasons of SpongeBob are. My favorite episode is
Yeah.
Every
the
single
they're goat.
hash slinging slasher. I love that episode so much.
My favorite.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
scene.
sense.
Nosferatu. Why the fuck was he in that show, by the way? What the fuck?
Bryce is making a point right now.
I'm sorry,
Band
Bryce.
Geeks is probably the best episode of SpongeBob.
Wait.
No, it absolutely is.
Band Geeks
It's
and
good.
the Chocolate Bar
Victory.
episode. That one's hilarious. What are you doing? I'm focusing.
And the pizza episode.
yes.
You know which one
was
I love?
that was great.
Drink?
Is
This
the
was-
pizza
a campfire
Yummy.
song. Campfire
You know
song.
which one I love?
Yay!
The one I
Sing a
love is
campfire
the one.
song. It's C-A-M-P-F-R. Yes, what you song.
Squidward!
Squidward! Good. Thank you for pausing.
I love
That's the
the
one
one
where
where
they
he
was
has
awesome.
a bully. The one where he has a bully
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, hi, I'm SpongeBob. What's your name?" He's like, "Hi, SpongeBob. I'm gonna kick your butt."
Oh,
And he goes,
I love the fact that his dad's scared of him too.
"Yeah,
that would
oh,
make
yeah,
me
I forgot about that."
That's a great
Oh,
episode.
God.
I forgot what that one. I had a bowl of nails for breakfast this morning. Yeah, so what? Without any milk.
who
Oh,
does
go
the
ahead,
voice?
sir.
Without any
You know
milk.
who does the voice, right, of the bully?
Oh,
What happened?
You know who does the voice of the bully?
Johnny Depp.
Who does it?
It's the bad guy from Back to the Future. It's Biff.
Really? That's fucking cool.
I love this.
That's
Nice.
fucking
Like
cool.
he
I didn't
like
know
only
that.
became he's like exclusively a voice actor now, and he does so many voices on SpongeBob, and they're fucking hilarious.
No shit. That's
He was,
cool.
He was
He's
the
the
gym teacher
Strangler.
on Freaks and Geeks.
He's the
Yeah,
Strangler
and he's also
too.
the Strangler. Yeah, he's the Strangler.
Oh
That's a good
shit!
episode too. That's a good
He's
episode too.
brilliant.
Oh my god.
Even
I'm
though
not the
Courage the Cowardly Dog was the goat, let's just admit here. Come on.
Kind of.
Courage is amazing.
Thank
yeah.
you, Bryce. That's why Bryce is the best guest on this podcast.
That's right.
That's
Oh
baby.
my god! I'm the one who likes Better Call Saul and has seen all
You
of it.
are also
Thank
the best,
you.
I also
the best
like
guest on
Better
this
Call
podcast,
You haven't seen all of it,
and
Bryce.
so is Lawrence.
But I love it.
Look,
She
You've
said.
seen
I
two
have the
episodes.
tattoo of
I've
Courage
seen
on my
3
arm, by the way.
episodes.
You've seen 3. Good for you, Bryce.
Yeah, I watched the 3rd one today.
Of
Oh
season
my God,
1.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm still on season
Wait,
1.
wait till you get to 5-0, which is Mike's episode. It's a little film noir film. It's perfect. It's
I
so
know, that's
awesome.
what I'm waiting
It's
for.
It's
Beautiful.
Maria. That
It makes me
that
bawl
end
like
scene.
a bitch.
That end scene with Mike is just. Where's his Emmy? Why did he win for that?
His acting, he
Oh.
makes me cry.
I love that slam where he's like, "How you doing, Mike? I'm in a bottle. I'm trying to crawl my way out. Oh, it's perfect. What a fucking episode.
it can't be better than season 8 of Game of Thrones.
What the fuck is? Oh, I don't watch Game of Thrones. I already know what happens. Twitter spoiled it for me, so I really don't care to watch it.
I'm looking forward to House of Dragon. I'm sorry, I can't help
No,
it.
I'm not.
I
I'm
might
not gonna watch
I
that shit.
am.
I
I'm
might.
sorry. Bryce,
I
you
have to be
haven't
really
seen Game of
convinced.
Thrones.
Isn't it
Yeah,
funny
but
how
it's before Game of Thrones, right?
HBO said, "Hey, D&D,
Yeah, we all need like
we're gonna give you
context.
3 more seasons. Just give us 6 more episodes." And they said, "Okay." Like, wouldn't you fight more to like have more seasons of the most popular show of all time? They just
No,
said,
because
okay,
Star Wars money is better.
but they
Yeah,
didn't make
they were
Star
offered
Wars.
No, let me explain. Let me break it down. They were
Break it
offered
down.
a Star Wars movie, but they were like, okay, finish Game of Thrones and then you can do your Star Wars movie. So they like rushed through all of Game of Thrones so that they could get to the movie. And then it was so bad their movie got taken away from them.
That is
Hell
fucking
yeah.
poetic justice.
They fucking deserve
Fuck
it.
those two.
Fucking
That's
assholes.
amazing.
Piece of
Hilarious.
Shit ruined a good show.
That's amazing. I feel bad because I had a buddy of mine
Hilarious.
who loves Game of Thrones, and he said, "Dude, I was so hurt by watching this show for like 10 years, and it ended so poorly.
I
Like
was
that's
hurt.
awful. That's awful. Feel bad for you
Yeah,
guys.
world was
I
so
really
upset.
committed a lot of my life to that show, and it just punched me in the face.
Didn't you like how
Everyone
the Night King was
committed.
killed by not Jon Snow? Because that makes sense. I know that fucking shit happened, and I know what happens.
Let's
Because
go by
I'm
Arya.
okay with that. I'm okay with that actually.
No,
By
look,
Arya, who
how
had
did
nothing to
she
do
do
with
that?
the
How
Ice
did
King?
she get higher leverage in an army of zombies? She somehow got higher leverage to jump down.
But
and then
Maria,
dash
it
to the
looked
Night
cool.
Training.
they did
You
the
don't
Zack
get
Snyder
it.
thing where it
Oh.
looks cool, but it has zero substance. And I like Zack
Look,
Snyder.
if you don't get it, you don't get it. I don't know what to tell you.
No, literally the last 2 seasons are just we like Arya. She's going to be the main character now, and there's no reason for it. She's just
And
the
then they
main
sh-
character, and it makes no sense.
Anyone else feel super uncomfortable when she like got naked in the last season?
I didn't watch it, so I don't know what
Yes.
you're talking about.
There
I
was
felt
no point.
super
for
uncomfortable.
Oh, it's so
that.
weird.
They never even had Sansa get naked, but for some reason they had Arya get naked. It's like
They're like,
There's
we
no
need
point.
this woman to get naked now, and everyone was like, no, don't. And they're like, yeah, we are.
Alright.
It's fucking weird.
Guys, to roll back to this year, what is a film that you're
No.
all looking forward to seeing in 2022?
Oh, I never know any.
Oh, I don't.
all
I
of
don't
them.
I mean, I guess
That's my answer.
I want to see Scorsese's new film. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Is that this
Yes,
year?
That's
yes,
coming out
yes.
next year, though.
Hopefully he can
Is it
bounce
next year?
back from the Irishman.
Wait, Bryce, is it this year or next year?
I thought it was pushed to next year. I could be wrong.
Oh, well, shit.
As of
there's my
right now, not. I think only because of the director, but I think I'm pretty excited for Nope.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I
Yes.
want to see that. The Alien Jordan Peele film.
I'm
Fuck yes.
excited for Men.
Yeah,
Yes!
So
Every-
good.
Ex Machina is awesome.
Every single time I go to the theater and I see that trailer, when the title card goes Men, the whole audience laughs.
I
Every
love
single
I
time.
love how Ex Machina is about two incels that get trapped by a fucking robot. It's awesome.
No, dude. When
Exactly.
I go see a movie and the Men trailer comes on, everyone is like, "Oh yeah, this looks pretty good." And then when that title comes up, I hear all the guys go, "Ugh." I'm like, "Oh fuck you." That's what you're talking about.
I
Right
hear
now.
everyone laugh so hard.
I like how the dude
Because
from
it's
Marvel
oh,
plays
this
like
is
7
whatever.
characters.
I'm
That
so laughing.
Agent of Shields dude plays like 16 characters. That's awesome.
He's the
Good for
Black
that
Mirror
dude.
guy who
Not
fucks a pig.
Oh, who
That's what
fucks
he
a-
is to me.
Guy in
Black Mirror, early
Yeah.
Black Mirror is awesome, by the way.
I love
It
Black
is.
Mirror.
What happened to that show?
You
Is
know
it still
what?
on?
No, it's over. I think. Like, I don't
What?
think it's ever gonna come back.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm kind of
You know, what, people. It was weird. Like, wait, what?
I was just gonna say I'm kind of glad that if it is over, I'm glad it's over because it got shit in the 4th season, like for real.
That one
Yeah,
episode
that's what-
with that one dude who's like in the car trying to call Toby fucking what's his name? Fucking Foreman from 70s show like, "Hey, your stupid Twitter site killed my wife." And he's like, "Oh." And then he's like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah."
Actually, the 4th season has one of my favorite episodes. It's USS Callister.
That's a great
That
episode.
is
yeah.
a
so
phenomenal
good.
episode, by the way, with Matt Damon, young Matt Damon.
Meth
Yeah, young
Damon.
Matt Damon.
With
He's
Meth Damon.
more of a Philip Seymour Hoffman than a Matt Damon to me.
He's so fucking awesome. I love that Jesse Plemons has such a great career
I
now.
love him.
Which I'm happy for
He's
him, but listen,
amazing.
I'm sorry. He plays the same face in every shit he's in. He has the same old. I'm glad I'm not
No.
alone.
No.
Fuck
His
you.
acting ability is like a piece
Bro.
of wood. I'm sorry.
No,
I can't
no,
Brody,
no.
He's
Brody,
good in Breaking
Brody,
Bad.
Please. No. Brody, please watch Jungle Cruise. It'll change your mind.
You know what?
He plays.
I should
He
watch that
plays a
first.
German commander on a submarine who is obsessed with just following them down a river, and he has the craziest accent, and he's just eating the scenery.
I gotta watch
love
that
it.
because I heard it's
He's
Indiana
brilliant.
Jones for Disney films, which I would love to see.
Indiana
The fuck?
Jones and the African Queen put together.
I know. I know
I gotta see
people
that
don't
shit.
really. I know people really don't agree with like his Oscar nomination, but I actually really like it.
No,
in
he's
Power of the
great.
Dog.
The Power,
Oh,
which should have won Best
absolutely.
Picture. It should have won Best Picture. I'm so
Benedict
fucking pissed
Cumberbatch
it lost.
should have won Best Actor.
No,
No,
Benedict
but the
Cumberbatch.
slap won. The slap won Best Actor. Good for that slap.
Coda's a
amazing.
better
About this
movie.
Like,
now?
okay,
You mean the Disney Channel film?
Oh my god, I
Exactly, it's
forgot
better.
Coda won. I was trying
Yeah,
to think
Coda
about what
won.
one.
I thought of
forgot
Coda like the
won.
Led Zeppelin album, but it's actually like child
No,
of.
it's
a movie.
honestly that's like the biggest offense for me when it comes to the whole Oscars is that everything after the slap is just forgotten.
yeah.
Like no one will ever talk about that because now it's just like at first it was like, oh great, another Oscar see, oh a slap, what the fuck, like that's what it was. Like
I forgot what one screenplay.
oh
Belfast. Which
No,
I'm glad Pete
Shit.
didn't
What
win for
won
his
the
worst
other?
film. I'm so happy he didn't win for his worst
Well,
film.
I
Boo.
loved
Licorice
Belfast,
Pizza
Leave Me
sucks.
Alone.
I'm sorry.
What was the
Suck.
other? What was the adapted screenplay?
Adapted screenplay went to
Coda.
Coda.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Hey, speaking of Asian films, isn't Licorice
And I
Pizza very
forgot about that
anti-Asian
too.
because that joke is so awful that Pete says like, "What's
There's
the problem?"
weird
And I'm like,
jokes,
"What do you
yeah.
mean? What do you mean? How? What?" He did not get the. He didn't read the room, bro. He could have cut that shit twice. There was no point of the Asian joke in that film.
I
It
think
had no
happened 3
purpose.
times.
It had no purpose.
Does it happen 3 times?
Huh?
I thought
I
it was
mean, I
3
wouldn't
times that they did. a
Whatever.
joke.
It had no purpose at all.
Okay.
It had
Yeah,
no
I would never
purpose.
defend that scene.
That was
It
awful.
The age, him being a minor had nothing to do with the film. He
No.
could have been
The film
18.
kept saying, "I'm 25. You're 15. Why do you keep saying it? It's weird." And they kiss at the end. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is awful.
Why wasn't he
Wait,
18?
weren't you just
Thank
saying
Why
you,
wasn't he
Maria.
17
earlier?
turning 18?
He is the GOAT, but every GOAT has their flaws, like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. David.
No, none of them have. They're the goats. They don't have flaws.
Kobe
They
Bryant
just
has a big
say.
flaw.
You know what?
Big ooh.
Damn. She
Oh, I
said,
didn't hear
fuck
that.
you. That was hilarious.
Also, PTA's one flaw is Hard 8.
Hard Eight's better than Licorice Pizza. By far.
Hard 8 is
By
good.
far.
Hard,
Licorice
hard,
Pizza
hard.
is
Hard.
awful.
Sucks.
God, I
It's
Hard 8's mid.
The best part was fucking John Peters, and he was barely in it. Where he was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you and your whole family."
Non-Inherent Vice is mid.
Bryce, I love you, but
Man,
no.
I haven't seen
No.
it.
Not even
Inherent
Bryce
Vice is
I
my
haven't
one of
seen
my
that.
favorites. I love Inherent Vice.
I haven't seen it.
It's so boring.
It's Bryce. I'm sorry, I disagree. I love Inherent Vice is the perfect drug-fueled noir, confusing David Lynch inspired PTA masterpiece. I love it.
I don't know why either, because Inherent Vice also has those kinds of jokes, like the Asian jokes in Licorice Pizza, and no one talks
No,
about that.
no. That scene, which I know you're talking to,
Oh.
is not the same. Is not the same.
No,
at
it
all.
is.
No, it's
It
not.
absolutely is.
No, it's not.
Fight,
And
fight,
Licorice
fight.
Pizza.
No, he's making
fight,
fun of the
In Licorice
like,
Pizza, he is purposely doing the stereotypical ching chong ching bullshit, which we all think
Whoa.
is terrible.
That's what he's doing in that
No,
scene,
he's
too, and it's
not.
the same exact purpose.
He is speaking the language, asking for more pancakes.
It's meant to be like, oh, laugh because he's a white guy. He's trying to do an accent. Like, that's exactly what it is.
I disagree. I hard disagree. Because in Licorice Pizza, he's clearly just being an ignorant, racist asshole who's like, ha ha, ching chong bing bong. But in Licorice Pizza, he's just asking for more pancakes in their language.
Look,
It's the
it wasn't-
same.
it
It's not the
wasn't
same thing at all.
necessary.
It is.
For
Which,
wasn't
David's
necessary,
right.
But everybody is uncomfortable in the room when he does those jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's addressed
Yeah.
in the movie itself.
But Licorice Pizza, it just felt like, why? What was the purpose of this? In Inherent Vice, it speaks to his character, who is a bigger character in Inherent Vice than he is in Licorice Pizza, because Bigfoot is a fucking dick asshole.
No, I agree that the joke in Licorice Pizza is stupid too, but I had the same exact reaction to that I did to the joke in Inherent Vice. It's still very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, no, I understand. I understand. I just like Inherent Vice better.
I'm seeing Haim on Monday.
Seeing what?
Time.
Haim.
I love
Time?
Alana Haim.
Concert.
She's incredible.
Yes.
I love Haim.
I love them so much.
Oh, the
Very-
band?
I'm so
I-
excited.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
very talented.
I like that they played in the film
They're
too. That
amazing.
was cool.
Yeah.
Also,
does her
honestly,
family-
you gotta admit though, Bradley Cooper in Licorice Pizza is one of the funniest
No.
like cameos of all time.
That's
It's
true.
so
The
good.
best
Yes.
joke in the film though was when she took home that one dude who was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Jewish. I'm actually an atheist," and he was just like, And she's like, are you circumcised? What? Are you circumcised? Then you're a fucking Jew. That was really funny. That was really funny.
That was very funny.
That was it.
But
There's a lot of.
other thing
lot of
I
great
didn't
comedy.
understand, I've talked to Bryce about this, is that guy, that kid, was in the same film as Cooper Hoffman, and so they're both about the same age, and she goes out on a date with him, who I thought was a minor, just fine.
He was also in Rob Zombie's Halloween, which is a good film.
Oh my
That was
god!
not
You know
what I'm talking about, but go right ahead.
Rob Zombie is the goat. I can't wait for his Mother's film. I can't wait.
Listen,
That's
listen,
not what I'm talking
Brody,
about.
Brody.
Sorry,
Brody,
Maria.
listen to me right now.
What?
Listen to what the words I'm going to say. I don't care how good his other movies are. That movie is trash. Like that movie is literal a burning fire garbage can.
Watch
It's sad.
Lords of Salem. It's better than any A24 film besides The Lighthouse.
Oh my god, you're saying nonsense.
Watch Lords of Salem. It's perfect. Rob
I don't want
Zombie
to-
is a good
Talking
filmmaker.
loud doesn't make you right.
Think about that.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, Alex
I'm talking to
Jones.
you,
Relax.
the one
You mean
that's
Lawrence?
yelling.
Lawrence was fucking out of my ear.
No, Brody, I'm talking to you. You're the one that's yelling, thinking that'll make you right.
Dude, Halloween 2 is literally one of the worst movies I've ever
Halloween
seen in
2,
my life.
One of the worst movies
which
of all
by the
time.
way, I hated before, and I actually watched it again. I'm like, you know what? I understand now. I
You
I
should
get it.
continue to hate it. You were right before in your first.
It's better than Halloween Kills. It's better than Halloween Kills. That's for sure.
Halloween Kills is ass.
Halloween Kills his ass cheeks.
Halloween Kills, good movie.
No, it's not.
It's stinky ass.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil
Oh
dies
my
tonight.
god! I want to
Drink
blow my
every
brains
time they
out.
say that.
I would be dead.
You know what's seen in Halloween 2 like I hate so much is when I think he said a paramedic gets into a car crash.
That shit's
and like
hilarious.
he goes like the whole, oh my god.
I
felt
love
like
the joke.
this
I love
bleeding.
Rob Zombie's white trash humor. It makes me laugh
No,
so
I fucking hate-
hard.
Honestly, that's a
love it.
movie that makes me want to throw up just by looking,
love
listening, anything about
I
it.
love
It's
it.
terrible.
Rob Zombie commits to his style, and he's better than Tarantino.
Oh my god.
Okay, so before we get on that, we were talking about fucking 2022 releases, right? So I
Thank
have
you, Bryce.
two, that we could talk about. One,
I'm sorry.
Damien Chazelle's Babylon.
Yes,
Excited
Yes.
the goat
Oh, I
returns.
didn't mention that I'm excited for Bullet Train. It looks awesome.
That does look
Yes.
fun. That looks like a lot of fun,
Yeah.
Looks fun.
especially
I'll
with
look up
Taylor
some
Johnson,
movies.
who should be in more films, by the way.
I love that man. He's so handsome.
He married like a 42-year-old, and she definitely groomed him.
Oh, we are not going to talk about that Wicked
She
Witch.
definitely
Yeah, that's the
groomed
worst
him.
thing I've ever heard about.
Definitely, like that's a. Which are they divorced now?
No.
No, sadly they are happily
I
married
swear
somehow.
I saw they were divorced.
Yeah, I heard they were getting divorced.
Hold on, let me look this up right
They
now.
are? Wait, he's escaping? Oh my god.
Yes,
That's
but like
funny.
a couple months ago. A couple months ago.
Freedom!
I'm looking right now. Hold on.
Divorce.
You know what? I actually a
That
trailer
will make my year.
just recently came out to a movie that actually looks pretty promising. Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh yeah,
Oh yes, that looks awesome.
especially
pretty
that
good.
scene
Actually-
where I'm not gonna name it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh god. Yeah, I
On
have
the dining table?
I have some 2022 movies right here that I think we'll all be excited for.
Harry Styles is pretty good in Dunkirk.
I love him. He's
Yeah, no,
great
he's
in
really good.
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is awesome.
I liked him in Eternals too. I'm sorry.
What's Eternals?
Here,
Brody
New
don't.
MCU.
no, he's not good in Eternals. That was really bad.
Oh,
Is that-
Yes, he was.
Wait,
yes,
is
he
that
was
a-
leaving him alone.
Is that a Gaspar Noé film?
Oh, it's Marvel.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know we're all excited for Lightyear though. That looks amazing.
I want to see that. I don't care. I'm a shill for Pixar. I
It'll
want to watch
be
that.
amazing.
Brody, you cannot hate on Marvel and then be like, yeah, I want to go see
Yeah,
Lightyear.
I love
Bro.
everything Pixar. You
Bro,
fucking said that.
bro, I saw
It
Pixar
looks
since
horrible.
Toy Story 2 at the drive-in. I've seen every Pixar film besides Onward because that
I
looks
don't care.
like shit.
Look, at
Fuck
least we
Onward.
can agree. Toy Story 2 is the worst Toy Story movie.
Shut
right?
the fuck up, David.
So stupid. You're so stupid.
Toy Story 4.
I love
Idiot.
Lawrence's reaction when David talks. It's hilarious.
Shut up, fucking moron.
It makes my fucking day.
She's the worst character of
Ugh.
all time. She's the
You're,
my
you're
God,
the
David.
worst character of all time. I
You
fucking
mean
hate
Lotso
you.
the bear? What a terrible villain. Awful. Wow,
my God.
the good bear is the villain? Wow,
Embarrassing
how
opinion.
shocking. Terrible. Terrible
No,
film.
embarrassing opinion.
Toy
Don't
Story
tell
4
people
is better
about
than Toy
that.
Story 3.
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
Embarrassing.
Toy Story 4 has a shining reference, and the villain's better than Toy Story 3. Sorry.
Embarrassing.
Toy Story 4
You know
is
what
better.
movie looks so bad? Like, and I'm gonna compare it to this movie because it literally looks like that. Elvis looks like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my god.
Stop
Baz
Luhrmann?
it.
No, but
Baz?
Elvis is gonna be good.
No, it's
Elvis
not.
is gonna be
I'm
Elvis
so
fucks
excited
14-year-olds.
for Elvis.
He's a
Leave it
piece of
alone.
shit. He's like Woody Allen. He should burn in hell.
He
Fuck
literally
Elvis.
looks.
He did
It
not. He
literally
fucked
looks
15.
like-
He married his wife when she was 15, bro. Look it up. It's a fact.
15, not 14.
Okay.
I'm excited
Let
for
me
the
call
movie.
Chris Hansen.
No,
Thank you for
I
laughing,
have him on
guys.
speed dial.
Okay.
I'm
No,
excited for the movie. I don't care.
With Austin
Elvis
Butler,
looks terrible.
it looks terrible.
Elvis has
Austin Butler looks amazing.
Great.
Don't come for him.
and Baz Luhrmann has made bangers.
Like
so,
what? Oh, okay.
Exactly.
What's it
exactly.
called?
Like Romeo and
The Great
Juliet.
Gatsby.
Oh,
What's
Great
the one with
Gatsby's
Ewan
fun.
McGregor and Nicole Kidman?
Well, Moulin Rouge. That's
Moulin
that's
Rouge.
awesome.
That is his only good film. I'll give you that.
It's a
The Great
movie.
Gatsby is incredible.
Gatsby
and I
is
love
horrible,
Austin
but
Butler.
it's entertaining.
Leave him alone. Leave him
Bad.
alone. Guys,
The-
keep your opinions to yourself. Nobody
The
wants to
Great
hear them.
I
Gatsby
like
Thank
that
you.
Spider-Man's in it
so bad.
with Leo. I did like that back in the day, but now I'm like, wow, that was a horrible, horrible thing.
Terrible
to say.
movie.
Guys, your opinions are embarrassing, and
They're
you should
very
be shamed.
Oh, can I say
Sounding like losers right now. Your
Bryce?
most
my
anticipated?
most anticipated, and I'm even more excited for it now because there was a teaser release just yesterday.
Wait, are you serious
Decision-
right now?
What?
Decision to Leave, which is the new Park Chan-wook film.
No way! I didn't know
It
you were
looks
making a movie.
Fucking awesome.
Lawrence, where have you been?
I gotta see his Old Boy because I've heard that is.
Please.
I've heard a lot about it.
Wait,
I did see The Handmaiden, which is very good. It's very
hold
very
on.
good.
You say I have to see his Old Boy. Does that imply that you've seen Spike Lee's?
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Lawrence, what's worse, me not seeing Old Boy or you not seeing The Dark Knight?
Well, I think culturally,
Him not
me
seeing
with The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Culturally,
I would
me with The
agree
Dark
that
Knight.
Lawrence, you're not a cinephile unless you've seen the goddamn Dark Knight. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Please
I don't-
watch it
first of all,
tomorrow.
No, first of all, if you ever refer to me as a cinephile, like as if I'm a fucking loser, no. No, I never want to be
You are
considered
a
a cinephile.
cinephile.
You're a
We're
fucking
all
loser for a
cinephiles.
lot of
Come on.
reasons, though.
We're all losers,
I like
okay?
movies. That's it.
We are all
No.
cinephiles. We are all film Twitter.
We-
Matt
we
is
like
on Twitter,
watching-
don't
I'm not a
care.
loser.
Jean, whatever the fuck that movie is where she fucking cleans a bathtub for 4 hours. That's cinema. Come on.
Oh,
that's
Gene
great.
Dillman.
Thank you.
Don't do
I gotta watch that movie.
Ew. Nar.
No,
I've
Wait, what about
never
Oppenheimer?
seen a
Is
Park Chan-wook film.
Does Oppenheimer come out this year or is that next year?
Oppenheimer's next year. Next year.
Are we going to see
Opening
another
against
mid film
Barbie.
from Nolan?
Oh, stop.
Bryce,
Yes.
did you ever watch Office Space?
No, I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Bryce, there's a joke with the coffee. Oh my god, not copy machine. It's hilarious. It's fucking
The printer.
hilarious.
I
Excuse
was
you.
gonna. I was
That's
gonna
the
watch
same
that.
thing. I work in an office. It's
No.
the same thing.
Hey, Maria.
Oh my god, boring life you have.
Maria.
Yeah.
When you're having an off day, does anyone ever tell you that you have a case of the Mondays?
Okay,
No.
that movie's great.
Shit, no,
Mike
man.
Judge is a comedy
Get your
genius, by the
ass
way.
kicked for saying something like that.
Beavis and Butthead Do America is one of the funniest films ever. I love those two.
I've never
Mike
seen
Judge
that.
is a goated writer.
Mike
I
Judge
love
is
Mike
awesome.
Judge.
He's
Mike Judge
great.
is so funny.
I love Beavis and Butthead. Those two are fucking hilarious.
King of the Hill over.
Can you like shut up? Yeah. I have teeth from the butthole.
Ew.
Yeah, butthead. Yeah. I love
man,
that.
good.
Beavis and Butthead.
David, can you
Good impression.
shut up?
Yeah, David.
Oh my god, this is just turned into Brody doing impressions.
Hey, that's not just me, by the way. It's fucking Lawrence too.
Impression.
Lawrence, that was pretty good. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Who's doing Beavis?
We were both doing them.
I was
I
doing.
thought it was
You know,
just Brody.
no, it was me.
I was doing both of
Oh, I
them.
thought
I could do
Brody
Beavis
was
and
doing
Butthead.
lunatic.
I can do Butthead's laugh. No, I can't even do that. No, I can't do it. I can't.
This is
Too
sucks
hard.
the worst thing I've ever stuck before.
This has officially turned into the most irritating podcast of all time.
Which, by the way, this has gone very well for
Pretty
2 hours
awful.
and 13
As it
minutes.
should.
We've gone
it's
on
long.
forever, haven't we? And that's what she said.
Even though David and Bryce haven't talked barely in this fucking thing.
You know what? How about we give the floor to Bryce and David? Let them talk to themselves.
Oh, you
like,
don't want to
I'm
give
down.
me the floor.
I'm down. Yeah, that's why.
oh, yeah. Let Bryce and David talk. I feel like we're too loud.
So, Bryce,
Well,
just say
David
Tenet
is kind of
sucks.
inebriated right now. Uh-oh.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking
Now
about.
I don't. Now I don't even know what to say because I'm on the spot.
Say anything.
Anything.
Damn it,
Great
Lawrence.
movie.
You set yourself up
Wait,
for
what
that.
are your guys' opinions on the film Say Anything?
What?
I haven't
That's
seen
a
it.
great fucking movie,
Wait,
and I've
what?
always wanted to do that. Like, just show up to a girl's house. with
Why
a
haven't you?
fucking- I don't, because nobody has boom boxes that big anymore.
You can find one.
I
Pick your
haven't seen it 'cause
JBL
Camera Crunch
speaker.
Yes, that's a good idea. Oh my god, I'm gonna take that idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
I don't know.
The only Cameron Crowe movie I've seen is Jerry Maguire, and it's like, eh.
Show me the money!
Oh my god.
What?
That's so angry.
Hey, you guys excited for Top Gun Maverick? Wow, I can't wait to see
No.
fucking Tom
Nah.
Cruise
I
jerk
feel like
off on
I'm-
screen again.
Ready.
I'm so sick of that motherfucker. He loves to just go on screen and say, hey, I'm going to kill myself on screen. You're going to love it. And it's like,
I love it
Yeah, and I
every
do.
time.
I love it.
I fall for it
Mission
every
Impossible-
time. It's brilliant.
are so boring. Oh my God. Why do people
Have
like
you
them so
seen
much?
Fallout?
Yes, it's
Brody,
fine.
Listen,
It's
Brody.
fine.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
you know what?
if there's one thing that's fine if you don't like it, it's definitely not fucking boring.
It's fucking...
It's awesome.
It's James Bond without the cool of it. I don't know. It's just boring. It's like, oh my gosh, he's hanging from a helicopter.
James Bond is
That's
boring.
so boring.
James Bond is so boring.
I
No,
did
James
like the
Bond
bathroom
is
fight scene. That
boring.
was cool. That was actually well choreographed. I liked Henry Cavill, who he did the
James
little
Bond is
fucking thing.
horrendously boring.
James
You've gotta
Bond
watch
is
Thank you.
sexist.
Watch Ghost
It is
Protocol.
sexist and boring.
Just watch the Family
Watch
Guy bit
Fallout and
of
Ghost
James Bond. It's
Protocol.
hilarious.
No, Family
Watch
Guy
it.
sucks.
Watch Ghost Protocol. That shit fire.
I
Yeah,
did see
Ghost
that. It was
Protocol's awesome.
fucking Tom Cruise running from a sandstorm.
Fallout was
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Fallout was
Wow.
really good.
Good.
I am starting to think that Brody should not have a podcast because his opinions are so horrible
I just don't like
that
action
nobody
films.
wants to hear them.
I don't like action
He
films.
should never
Action films are
ever
boring to me.
speak
I'm
his
sorry.
opinions out loud because they're so horrible.
Who likes
Nobody
watching
should
Tom
ever
Cruise
have
run from a
to listen
sandstorm? Wow, this is cinema. Look at him run from a goddamn
You're-
sandstorm.
It's cinema.
You are so bad at this.
Oh my
Just
god.
like having opinions.
That's sad because David is right there.
David has better opinions than you, and I hate that I'm saying that.
You know what? I'm gonna
But you've
go.
pushed me
I'm
too
gonna go
far.
to the closet and hang myself after that
Give up,
one.
Brody.
I'm just gonna hang myself after tonight.
You've pushed
You
me
know-
too far, Brody.
I'm just gonna just.
I understand what
snap
you
my neck
mean.
And just.
But you know who doesn't have bad opinions? The Filmaholics podcast. Filmaholics podcast is a podcast where Lawrence
I'm gonna need you to leave.
The Pacer Grip Pacer Test is a tape.
No idea because I've never listened to your podcast.
Wow, Maria is a certified hater. Hater.
hurts so much every time you say it.
She's
really
like
just
Orson
makes
Welles.
it-
She hates
I've
everything.
never-
You know
I've
what,
never
Bryce?
listened to it.
I don't care. Don't listen to whatever, please. Bryce, I feel like I know so much about your taste, but when it comes to comedy, I don't. So what's your favorite
What
comedy?
does that mean?
Oh shit.
Yeah, because like I know his taste in movies. Like I know what he likes, like Charlie Kaufman. He likes like Michelle Haneke, like a lot of like great directors.
Michael Haneke.
But I've never once.
Is it Michelle Haneke?
Oh,
I don't even
It's pronounced Michelle.
I don't know. Who cares?
It's Mikkel.
Is it Michelle?
Michelle,
it's
same thing.
Michelle.
No,
Michelle, my bad. I don't care.
Named Michelle.
Oh my god, everybody's talking.
Whatever.
That guy
I want to
named
know Bryce's favorite comedy.
Favorite comedy? Ooh.
Shit. It would maybe Shaun of the Dead.
That's good.
Oh my god, so brilliant of you.
Either Shaun of the Dead or like Scott Pilgrim, maybe one of those. Two.
You like visual comedy?
I love visual comedy. That's my
Okay,
favorite
yeah.
type. Yeah.
You know
I
what?
mean, that's why I
Brilliant.
love Edgar Wright so much, is because he always brings the heat with the visuals.
I feel like my like comedy has always gravitated towards like 2000s like Seth Rogen fucking movies. I don't know why, like I just love that fucking era of
I mean,
comedies.
One of my new favorites that I saw very recently, like within the last few months, was Superbad. That was fire.
Oh, it was such a great movie. I rewatched
I love
Pineapple Express.
Superbad.
Pineapple Express was awesome.
Yeah,
No.
I gotta see Tropic Thunder. I gotta see Pineapple Express. Yeah, like I don't know, Superbad to me, like it's not like a filmmaking marvel or anything, but everyone's so good, and the jokes are just—it's so stupid and silly. But I love that. I love
it's
humor
great.
like that too. That's just stupid and it knows it is.
Yeah.
So
Wait, Maria, you don't like Pineapple Express?
I'm not a big like drug humor person.
Smoke some weed.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you
I wouldn't say that's a drug humor movie. Like, I feel like it's not. Like, it's definitely about
It's
drugs.
definitely drug. What do you mean? It's just about
Yes, it
drugs.
is.
It's
There's
about a
scenes
drug
when
deal.
they're like,
because
oh,
there's
I
movies.
have a joint and I just lit the joint. That's so funny. And look at this joint. It has 3 sides. Ha ha ha. That's so funny. And they just keep doing that.
I don't know.
Haha,
I'm
it's
like,
named.
this isn't funny to
It's
me.
named Dog Penis. Isn't that funny? Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm
Brody, you are such a fucking hater, bro. You're such a fucking hater.
I'm on Maria's side. I think the movie is just okay.
I think you're okay.
Plus,
Yeah, it's
plus
I
James
don't
Franco
hate
is a
it.
fucking asshole too. Let's just say that.
Look, a lot of
Yeah,
people
that's
that
true.
we like, in your favorite movies are assholes. Like, I'm not saying that he's a good person, but yeah, I like that movie.
He's also Oz the Great and Powerful by Sam Raimi.
I've never seen that.
The only person who ever remembered that movie.
No, I've seen it because Film Tour is like, hey, Raimi films are actually good. Remember Oz the Great and Powerful? I'm like, what? He made that shit?
that movie's garbage. I was gonna say, I think the only good instance of drug humor in a movie is in A Serious Man, the scene where he goes over to the woman's house.
Yes.
I gotta see that.
That's just
I gotta
so
see
funny.
that.
Yes. Well,
glad the
that's
rest of
because
the
they're
movie
not
is
just
shit.
laughing about the fact that they're smoking weed.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
the Coen? Is that
David!
a Coen Brothers film?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
That's why I haven't seen it.
A
Then.
rare bad
That's why I
Coen
haven't seen
Brothers
it
movie.
then.
literally-
Wait a minute. The 3 of you are anti-Semitic? That's very interesting.
Oh god.
I am taking notes.
Oh my god.
No wonder
I mean-
you guys didn't have a problem with the Nazis in Breaking Bad. I get it. Now.
I mean,
Don't worry about it.
first of all, I said I disagreed. And first of all, the Coens been trying to copy Wes Anderson since he's been on the scene. So let me just say that because they're trying to
The
do so.
Coens have been there before. Wes Anderson. I'm so confused.
Someone look his podcast. Someone
That was an obvious bait. You idiots.
terrible. That was
First it was 3 and 2, and now it's
That was before the podcast. You can't bring that on since it wasn't on the podcast, Maria.
funny.
cry about
Oh.
it.
I mean, they brought on their embarrassing
Arguing with a
losers.
Jewish girl.
So.
Come on now.
Yeah, true.
So favorite comedies, mine's Christmas Vacation. I don't care. I love that film. It's
That's a great
hilarious.
movie.
Really?
It's fucking hilarious. I laugh my ass off every time I see it. It's fucking perfect. I don't care if it's a Christmas film. It's
It's
awesome.
an awesome movie.
It's perfect. Cousin Eddie, Randy Quaid. He's a psycho now, but he's fucking hilarious. Good for him.
Hell yeah.
Super bad's mine for sure.
When he draws the dicks, I laugh pretty loud because I'm a guy. That was pretty funny.
It's pretty funny, but like even just the setup for that's great, and the
It is,
payoff
it is pretty
great.
funny. It's great. That's a good one.
Ooh,
There's some
also,
great ones.
also, Burn After Reading is hilarious.
I haven't seen that.
The movie's pretty funny.
Is it also West? I
That
mean,
movie's
Coen
hilarious.
Brothers.
No, it's Coen Brothers.
Yes.
It's one of the most ridiculous movies I've ever seen.
Brad Pitt
incredible.
gives one of the funniest comedic performances that I've seen in a.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
So
wait.
Oh, God.
Wait, what's the one with the Gosling and Russell
Lars and the
Crowe?
Real Girl.
No, Russell Crowe.
No,
The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys,
Guys.
is
I love The Nice
amazing.
Guys.
I'm so sorry I forgot the name. That movie is fucking
Anger.
awesome.
10 out of 10.
No,
Fucking
I
perfect
am
film.
so bad at picking my favorite comedies. I don't.
Mhm.
It's so difficult. I think if I had to pick like my just flat straight comedies, and it shifts based on my mood. But right now, I'm obsessed with Monty Python, so I'm gonna say probably Life of
Ooh.
Brian.
Ooh, love those
favorite.
guys.
I love Monty Python so much. They are stupid, but they're aware of it. And I love them.
No,
Honestly,
they have that tone perfectly, and they really execute it well, and it's fucking awesome. I love those guys.
I think Bryce will
Yeah.
agree with me that this movie's awesome. Election is amazing.
Election is one of the best
Yes!
comedies of all time.
I
It's
love
so-
that movie
wait,
so much.
guys, no, Mean Girls. Come on.
Mean Girls is hilarious.
Mean
I
Girls
Mean
is
Of course.
phenomenal. I
Haven't
love
seen
Mean
it.
Girls. It's
Of
so
course.
cool.
You
Bryce,
haven't
Tropic
seen Mean
Thunder.
Girls,
Watch it.
Bryce?
I haven't seen Mean Girls.
fucking Rachel
Bryce!
McAdams is perfect in She's She's perfect.
Yeah.
Why am I
Well-
your friend, Bryce, if you haven't seen that or
I
Tropic
love
Thunder?
Mean
Like,
Girls.
what's up?
Boo you
Tropic Thunder is
whore.
one of my favorites. Boo you whore.
It's so quotable. Oh my, like the whole thing is just hilarious.
There are so
Clerks
many
is
quotes.
one of my
She's
favorite.
like a Martian.
There are so many quotes in Mean Girls that will always make me laugh.
Gina George. She's. I do hate the bus joke. I'm not gonna spoil it for Bryce, but that bus joke was just like, oh come on.
Oh, I know
so
that joke.
so over the top.
It's the most shocking joke.
So
of all
over the
time
top.
to
Like
me.
come on, really?
It's insane.
I haven't seen Clerks, by the way. I need to see that movie.
I love Clerks 2. There's
Clerks.
one joke in Clerks 2 that I absolutely hate. That is why it's not a perfect movie to me, but it's just one joke.
Isn't there a Kevin
Why?
Smith film
What
that
is
didn't
it?
age well, or like what was it called? Like with like Ben Affleck. It's like didn't age well at all. What the fuck is it called? I saw it on.
Chasing
Geely.
Amy?
Geely?
Huh?
No, Chasing Amy?
Chasing Amy. Yeah, that's what it was. I heard that didn't age
That's
well
a
at
good
all.
movie. That's a good movie.
I like that movie. It is kind of stupid, but I like it.
Dodgeball. I love Dodgeball.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
Oh my
I think
god.
you like Dodgeball, right?
I love dodgeball.
It's
Even though Vince
incredible.
Vaughn's a
What did he
terrible
say?
actor.
He's like, you're about as useful as a cock-flavored lollipop.
No, I
That's
love
Oh my
it.
god. The funniest joke from that movie is it was 100% serious that they had a cameo from Lance Armstrong to talk about perseverance and resilience and
Oh,
being an
yes.
underdog.
Yes.
That's the most
No,
horribly aged joke of all time.
That's fucking
Rip
hilarious.
Torn. Is that his name, Rip Torn?
Yeah.
Rip Torn, yeah.
Yeah.
Men in
No,
Black.
he's so when he comes in to be their coach, and he just takes a nice whiff and goes, I love the smell of queef in the morning.
I like how Ben Stiller has to like pump up his like what is it? His fucking like what is it?
He's so funny.
What is what? I don't even know what he.
He's
Even,
hilarious.
it's great.
I think the funniest in that movie is Jason Bateman as one of the announcers, who's
Oh,
just like
yeah.
completely delirious.
Cotton.
It's a bold pick,
I
Cotton.
love
We'll see how it plays
he
off.
goes, "Oh, they've pulled out of the competition. Interesting strategy, Cotton. I wonder how it'll work out for them."
Dude, Gary Cole's the man. Gary Cole is in some of the funniest movies.
Oh, in Office
He's
Space.
an Office Space.
Yeah, let me just say after.
Yeah,
oh,
I need you
he's
to come in
That'd
on
be
Saturday.
great. He
great.
is so. That'd be great. He's great.
That'd be great. I love
He's
that
an
movie.
asshole
Office Space
in
is
fucking
hilarious.
Office Space. Office Space is really good.
Love that scene where they beat the fuck out of the printer copy machine. That's just so funny.
Yes,
That's
the
so-
spiritual
with the fucking song,
in cinematic
Damn
history.
motherfucker! Damn motherfucker!
Damn
Yeah.
motherfuckers!
Oh, man.
great.
What a great.
Doesn't that
Great
guy, the main
comedy.
character, play the main character in Creep, which is a terrible fucking movie?
He's in
A
a
horror
Conjuring.
Oh,
Nar. He's
The
not in
main
Creep.
guy is in
who's
Conjuring.
in Creep? Because that film fucking blows. It's boring as
Mark-
He
balls.
was. I like Creep. Leave it alone.
Creep
but he was
is
not
so
in that.
stupid. It is the dumbest
I like
found footage
it.
film ever.
Nar.
Nar.
Nar. The second one
Nar.
is bad. Nar.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is this podcast?
10.
It's kind
A
of
million?
It's up there. It's up there.
13?
It's up there.
I think this went pretty well for the 5 of us talking. 3 out of 2 for talking.
That hasn't been so
It's
bad.
gonna be funny.
Much worse, honestly.
Nobody is gonna listen to this. At least the
Nobody.
whole thing.
The most
Nobody
views we
will.
get is about 12, so I think we'll get a good 13 for this one because there's 5 of us. That's pretty cool.
I like this podcast. It was fun. I think it was a lot of fun.
Are you saying that we're done?
It was.
I mean,
fun. Are we done?
I'm
care.
saying we're
Guys, it's been 2.5 hours. Unless you want to say anything
I'm
else.
sleepy.
Okay.
I have not
early, though.
eaten.
It's like
I'm
I also
hungry.
have not eaten.
Lawrence!
Well,
I drank a beer. That's all I did.
I think we should do this again at some point.
Absolutely.
When we
Absolutely.
See,
Sure, yeah.
When we see good films, which is going to be weird because we
Sure.
all have different tastes. So this should be interesting
Yeah.
in the future.
It's weird. We all have different tastes, but we all agreed on both films that they were great.
So weird.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're both good. Good films.
No,
And
great.
then Brody starts
Great.
talking.
Well, who else is going to talk? David hasn't said shit this whole
Brody
fucking
starts
podcast.
talking his stupid opinions. Yeah, what is David doing?
I don't know what you. I'm vibing here. I'm listening to you guys.
I'm vibing. I'm just vibing,
Vibing.
guys.
This is David's
His eyes are as
podcast,
red
and
as
yet
fuck.
Lawrence, Bryce, and I have been carrying it.
Damn.
This is David's podcast.
She said
We've
Kobe sucks
been
and he doesn't do
carrying his
shit.
slack this entire time.
Kobe.
Kobe has some flaws. Okay, that's how I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah, like a mountain.
Oh,
I'm sorry, that was mean. I like Kobe.
That was
no, this is
If
terrible.
there's anything else that anyone
Ugh.
else wants to say before we end this episode,
Listen to the Filmaholics podcast. That's it.
I will never listen to that, and I am also the best guest to be on this podcast. Thank you.
Bryce,
pee pee poo poo.
perfect. David,
Just chilling here.
okay, David's stoned.
You know.
All right. So thank you all for coming on. We'll do this again, hopefully never again. And that is the end of this podcast.
Nar.
So thank you and good night.